Me, such a bad boy. I'm boned up. I am boned up.
It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend?
You want to hide the finger?
Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where it's at. It's Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
You're so horny. Oh, baby. Woo. Oh.
The beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend?
Delicious salami.
Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah.
Triple meat.
Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end?
Spread it.
Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for
I love dick.
Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No.
Hey.
Shut up! God damn it!
No.
Alright, let me go. He's stupid!
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the weekend. Here we go. Back at it again from the world famous KROQ. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming back for more. Starting your weekend with us. My name is Klein. That is Allie right there.
Morning.
That is Jake the Nerd. There he is. And in the back room taking the calls, you got producer Vanessa and postmaster Johnny, who will be starring in a little segment called Johnny Doesn't Know later this morning. Johnny Doesn't Know hockey could score you potentially tickets to see the Kings in some playoff hockey right here in Southern California. You got Lakers playoffs happening this weekend as well. So much fun stuff going on. And then normally we would say that's DJ Omar Khan, but we learned yesterday that way better than real Omar Khan is Fomar Khan. Fomar Khan is so much nicer than
Fomar
Omar Khan. Hey, good morning, Fomar Khan.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and excited for all the fun we have in store.
God, he's so nice.
Wow, so
This
positive.
guy sounds like a D-bag.
No, he's the best. You're the D-bag, and he's the best.
I accept that, but
yeah.
he's not the best.
He's the best. Fake Omar started as a guy that was just trying to scam Omar out of his own DJ business, and we've learned that he is our new favorite Omar.
Klein, you are hilarious. Your life is so put together, and you really seem to have it all figured out. I look up to you, man. What an inspiration.
What?
Thank you.
What?
Thank
No,
you.
shut that guy up.
No, he's the best.
No, what's
Thank
happening
you.
here?
Thank you.
There might be somebody tuning in and be like, whoa, what's happening with Omar? No, I don't like this at all.
I love that you think it's giving your Omar a bad name.
Yeah.
Saying that Klein is a put-together person.
Hey, Fake Omar,
Don't do that.
I appreciate you saying that about us. And I'll tell you one thing. It does put me in a better mood starting the show with some positivity.
I know.
Working for you guys has been more rewarding than Kevin and Bean. In fact, I'm so dedicated, I've decided to take a pay cut.
Wow. This guy is the best.
That guy's nuts. F that guy.
Yeah.
Well, he does have a job at work.
Yeah, this guy's great. Yeah, it's true. He doesn't really have to do anything, so he can take all the pay
Yeah.
cuts he wants. Anything else, Fake Omar Khan?
I'll donate the rest of it to Johnny. Love you, bruh.
What?
Oh, wow.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
not true. I would
know.
never do that.
Hey,
I would never do that.
hey,
I'm
John,
so sad this fake Omar isn't actually real.
I
It's
know.
actually hurting my heart.
how much greater is Fomar Khan? Fomar Khan is the best Omar.
I know.
Constantly nice.
We do need a shred of positivity on the show, however small, even
Yeah.
if it's fake Omar.
Yeah,
You
even
got
if,
Vanessa. Vanessa's positive.
nah, not anymore.
I think we've turned
we've
her.
corrupted her now. Right, Vanessa?
We need a fake Vanessa.
Don't get us started with that.
She's
All right.
next.
Fomar Khan, we got to get into today's show, but thank you for joining us so early in the morning. It really was nice to have you on with us.
No cap. I found some new drops I want to play throughout today's show. Do you want to hear them?
Oh, yes.
New drops from today's
No
show.
cap. Shut up with the no cap.
I like this guy. Yeah, go ahead. I wonder if these are
He is
different than
hip.
Omar's drops that he plays are always ones that make us look terrible. Let's hear what the fake Omar plays for his drops. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
I love all people equally. Oh.
Wow, that's so nice.
I love that.
No. This is what I would play.
I'm a sexist.
I like fake Omar. He's playing nicely. Do you have anything about me, fake Omar, that you could play? Imogen Poots is her name.
Oh,
Oh,
No, you got it right. No. I would
correct-
play this.
Emojin Poots.
That's what I would play.
The correct pronunciation. I love this guy. Thank you, Omar. Anything else? Allie, you look great today. Wow. A compliment.
Oh, Klein, you can't even be happy with that.
Now, that one I don't like either.
Okay, yeah.
That's clearly. All right, we got to go. This bit's going on long enough. Thank you, Fake Omar.
Glad you like them. I think they're a great reflection of your strengths. After all, I'm just here to help you shine.
Wow.
Oh, my
This
God.
guy's the best. Fake Omar is my new favorite person on the show, no question. Or as he
Fake
would say,
Omar. Mwah.
no cap, right, Allie?
Yeah.
That's what he would say.
Hey,
Yeah.
bruh.
What a start to the show.
Oh, what a D-bag.
Mike Kemp will be taking over Dodger Stadium next week. I believe we'll have tickets to give you for that show. In the meantime, we'll just give you this song to get you in the right mood. And we got a decent show planned for you today. Disneyland in your future, of course. We'll do that for you. And Kings playoff tickets and so much more. And the weekend is here with Real Omar and Fake Omar and Real Allie and Real Smells. It's KROQ. Good morning. Decided to stop on the way in and bring a dozen donuts for you guys because it's Friday and everyone's in a better mood on Friday. And who doesn't like donuts? And even though it is unfortunately the number one food that is brought usually in mass to offices everywhere.
That's why I have feelings about donuts and pizza.
Yeah, Allie is so anti. If you need more reasons to not like Allie.
They're so good, Allie. What's wrong with you?
She gets so mad whenever there's food brought to feed the masses, and particularly she hates donuts and she hates pizza.
I don't like donuts either.
And when don't eat them.
What?
Don't eat them then.
More for me. Thank you, Klein.
You're welcome. It sounds like you got a mouthful of them right now, Vanessa. Yeah, okay. Good.
Okay,
But-
thank you very much. She's going to be on GLP-1s next.
Question though, the person, especially when you're ordering donuts early in the morning. I mean, when you get a dozen, pre 6 a.m. Don't you think that the right move, especially if there's other people waiting, is you just say, a dozen donuts and you let the person behind the donut counter.
They're the expert.
Yeah, you let them put together a little poo-poo platter.
No, my friend.
Oh, you go each one?
Yeah. There was a period of time where Krispy Kreme was only available in the Rancho Cucamonga area because I think maybe that was the first one around here. And I was tasked from time to time driving into Kevin and Bean to hit that one up. I think that one opened up early, so I was there at 4 a.m. And I don't care who the hell was behind me, dude. I would custom order all that.
I feel like at some point, if you're a kid, maybe you go, the pink one. No, that pink one. No, the third one.
But dude, doesn't that sound fun? Just you saying that makes me all giddy.
But if you're an adult and you've got other adults waiting and it's an early hour and you're going to get a dozen, don't you just give, like Ali said, you let the expert go, and then every once in a while you got to step in.
Not an expert. It's just a Krispy Kreme teenager guy.
Well,
you're just fresh out of high school or whatever. Probably spit on your donuts.
If they're putting together donut boxes,
they don't care.
I know, that's not
They
glazed.
just smoked a bowl.
Listen, they're not giving you
4 a.m.
They're not giving you 12, Omar. They're not going to give you 12 of the exact same donuts. They're going to mix it up, and they probably know what the crowd favorites are.
Well, and really, what are the choices?
There's a lot.
Well, it's like chocolate, one without chocolate,
at,
one with the pink one. Yeah,
I stopped at Yum Donuts today. They got way more than I even remembered because you can go with the apple fritters, you can go with the long twists, you can go so many different ways to go.
And they do the special ones for like Christmas, Halloween. I bet you they have a bunch for Easter.
They had Lakers ones. They had Lakers ones that were purple and gold sprinkled. Taste like all the other ones, but different sort of.
But can't you just say, hey, give me an assortment, but definitely include one of the Laker? You can give a couple of notes and direction, but don't pick every single one of them. It's like the person who's picking out every single candy at C's. It's like, what are we doing here?
The person I was behind, though, was going literally one at a time, and then each donut going, how many left now? And the person's got to count them up again,
man.
and they're like, you have 6 left now. And they're like, okay, let me do.
It's not hard to keep track of 12.
Yeah, but it's not 12 because it's a baker's 12, so you get that bonus one in there.
That's
so
confusing.
It's throw off the whole thing, and I'm going, and I'm just trying to get in here, and I don't care. So I almost wanted to say, hey, can you just, no offense, I know you're in front of me, but let this guy just throw 12 random ones in a box. I'll bring them to Vanessa so she can scarf those down. And let's get the hell.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care, right?
Did you bring any filled in? Anyone?
Were any of them filled, Vanessa?
I've only eaten one. I'm only going to eat one.
Yeah, right.
And this is the least one. I might have two. Okay, let's be honest. I might have two.
All right, well, I'm just saying, if you're ordering the donuts
At the end of the
early-
show, we'll go, how many do we have left?
You see, Klein, you don't even know if you have a filled one, dude.
I don't think there's a filled one in there.
You lost, my friend.
Look, the guy...
the custard filled ones are great.
Well, maybe they held on to the best
Should have
ones.
bagels instead.
All right, thanks, guys.
I'm with Jake.
Always, what an appreciative bunch of dicks around here.
KROQ.
Get out your bunny ears at 9, noon, 3, and 6.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
We're stuffing your Easter basket with tickets to Disneyland After Dark, Star Wars Night, happening May 6th. Not only will you find the tickets, you'll find all kinds of happy at the Disneyland Resort. You'll even find a travel to a galaxy far, far away kind of happy. Keep listening to win. And happy K-Rockster from KROQ. Not a real holiday, but we aren't coming in that day anyway.
K-Rock.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. That's Joe. We'll be performing at Coachella tonight. We got another pair of tickets to give you to Coachella before we get the hell out of here today. And in our studio right now, smells great in here because we got a bunch of the food that will be available at Coachella, some of the collabs that are happening. Obviously, people go for the bands and the hang and the fashion, but the food, it's real deal. And we got some of the collabs in here from Prince Street Pizza and Postmates, and some of the collabs between Yeasty Boys and Prince Street as well. And some of these available general admission area, some VIP only. Regardless, you will see these, I'm sure, all over your Instagram by the end of the weekend. In a moment, we'll do the high voltage food review with Postmaster Johnny. We just saw how Kev Eats does a review. This guy is, as you know, all over the place. Check out his new app called Biter, where you can follow some of your favorite food reviewers and also just keep your own list together. Similar to if you're sharing like a Spotify playlist with a friend or whatever. Same exact thing for places you like to eat around LA and other places as well. So we got that going for us. You can watch this on YouTube. I recommend you check out the YouTube right now. We're streaming live as we speak. And in a moment, we're going to give Johnny these 5 buzzwords for the high voltage food review. A lot of them coming through on the text line. Kev, I'll give you the first word. What is the one word that if Johnny says during his review of the Boiling Crab Prince Street Pizza collab slice, if he says it, we will shock him with the electricity?
It's got to be either salty or garlicky. One or the other.
He won't know garlic. I don't even think he knows what
Salt.
garlic is.
Let's go with
salt. I
salty.
think he'll probably know. So we're going to do salt. I'm going to say cheesy is the one I'm giving. On the text line right now, yum or yummy, which I feel like he will say a lot. Wet is one of the words that someone wants to say. And that's pretty good. So anytime he says good, he's a simple man with simple words. All right, let's bring him in here. High Voltage Review! All right, Johnny, you got what'd you bring with you? A jar of barbecue sauce?
I brought a jar of Sweet Baby Ray's and some sriracha sauce.
Why did you bring that in?
Oh, just to spice it up a little bit for it to taste good.
You don't need to do that. It's going to taste good.
Oh, I know, but
why would you bring other sauces? There's no need for that.
I like to have a little variety every time, right? You know what I mean, Kevin?
I'm going to shock you for doing that.
No, wait. It's just good sauce. No!
Oh, Jesus.
Stop.
Johnny almost fell out of his chair.
I told you, that was hard,
Oh,
man.
really? All right, relax.
okay.
Just relax.
dude.
Oh, my God.
Whoops, I had my finger on the...
Yeah,
it
you
went up
got it
too
on the
high.
extra big dog setting,
All right, hold
man.
on. I'm going to move. That's for Rottweiler.
Yeah, I'm a
Let me move
Chihuahua,
this.
bro.
Hold on
It's
one
just
second.
shocking people at 9:30 on a Friday.
Jeez.
All right.
Crazy.
It's Coachella Friday. Everyone's in a great mood now. We're going to try some of the food. Now, you saw how Kev Eats does it. This guy's a pro. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers, millions and millions of views. This is how a professional does it. Johnny, you're an amateur food reviewer, but you will be adding electricity to make your review that much more exciting.
Oh, yeah.
You got
Okay.
this. I have
All
faith
right,
in you. You
Johnny,
got it.
Thank you,
whenever
man.
you're ready, grab one of the slices. You're going to start with the crab one?
Oh, that's what's on this, huh? The red stuff?
Oh, boy.
I thought it was like big bacon.
No, you're on the wrong. I don't think that's the right one right there. Is
No.
that the crab one? Hold on, Kev. Which one has he got there?
I think he's got the shrimp one.
Yeah. Go to. Yeah, there we go, Johnny.
one?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
You have 1 minute to do a review. Here's your music,
gonna taste it,
and
too.
we have 5 buzzwords. Kev's going to taste it as well. He has no shot collar on him though. He gets to give an honest feedback. Some people would say it's a little early in the morning to have a seafood pizza collab, but not the case. It's pretty good, huh?
Very good.
Should we
Yeah.
cheers, Kevin? Should we touch tips really quick?
Let's touch chips,
Jesus,
baby.
Johnny.
There you go.
All right, ready?
Pull that clip. All right, whenever you're ready.
He won't.
For whenever you're ready, Johnny, for your review. It only starts when you start talking.
Okay, here we go. First bite in, and it's pretty good, actually. Ow! Ow! Stop! I'm still alive. All right. It's not as cheesy as I thought it was going to be. It's very doughy. Stop! I'm going to get barbecue all over her thingy. Okay. Very crispy. It's very hot too, actually. I like. That's pretty good. I like. Ow! Oh! Ow! Ow! My neck hurts. My neck hurts. Ow! Ow! Stop! Okay.
10 seconds, Johnny. Wrap it up strong.
Poor guy.
It's really. Oh, it's spicy too. It's really spicy. It's really hot, actually. I'm afraid to take another bite. I didn't even put sriracha on it or anything. This one hurts a lot.
4, 3, 2.
Very yummy. Very good.
Why do you just keep saying good, you dummy? Clearly, every time you said good, you've gotten shocked.
A shrimp. For those of you who can't see this, a shrimp just
Flew.
flew out of Johnny's mouth.
There's shrimp, crab, everything's on the. I don't know.
It's a jambalaya now here at KROQ. All right, well, Kev, how Kev Eats this year as a professional food reviewer.
gosh,
That's the end of Johnny's high voltage food review. As a professional reviewer, you're in a game with it's a very competitive space. How did Johnny do in his first official food review?
Considering he was gonna get shocked and he was was imminent, he did fantastic.
Yeah, you did good, Johnny. Good job,
My
Johnny.
brother.
Good shit.
Johnny, how do you think you did?
Not as good as Kevin. Oh, stop!
You said
stop!
good. You said good again.
I didn't know that was.
over.
Oh, it's
Poor
over. It's
guy.
over. Okay, it's over. Fair enough. All right, Johnny. Thank you. He's still at the
I feel so
collar.
bad, man.
Yeah, wait.
Hey,
No.
Oh, I gotta find
Wait.
No, I'm not going to do it again. Now I feel bad.
My
Now I
hands
feel
are
bad.
greasy. I can't do it.
Now I feel bad. All right,
Yes,
thank you.
Johnny's free.
Johnny's free. Some of the food you can have at Coachella. How Kev Eats. Check out the Biter app, of course. We'll put the link up. And How Kev Eats, how.kev.eats. Instagram, TikTok. And thanks for stopping by KROQ.
Thank you so
In a
much.
moment, Jake the Nerd will be in here to hop on the scale. And we'll give you your Coachella tickets in the next 5 minutes right here on KROQ. show Friday morning. Start the day by making you a winner and giving you $100 of Allie's money. And then if you just keep on listening, you could end the day today, at least end our show today, with some Disneyland tickets. Plus, we got some Kings playoff tickets to give you. And we will get you into the 30 Seconds to Mars, the Kia Forum, one night only, August 16th, celebrating the 20th anniversary of A Beautiful Lie. So lots of ways to win stuff today. Sports stuff, fun stuff, music stuff, and cold hard cash. And this is why you never want to miss one of the shows. Also, here's a reason why, Allie.
Hi. I'm calling because there's too many good shows. You guys are so funny.
This woman says we have too many good shows. The quality is too good, and there's just too many.
Oh. And I love you so much.
She's got to be hammered, right?
She has to be
Is she talking about this show or just shows in general, like on Netflix and Apple TV?
Oh, that I agree.
Oh, maybe that's what she's saying.
It's too much shows.
There's too many good shows in the world, not including this one.
No. And I love you so much, and it's hysterical. And I'm trying to keep up with the podcast. I'm trying to be relevant, but it's impossible because you guys never take a break.
Yeah, we took 2 days. We took 2 days, but we love to be live. That's right.
It's fabulous. Thanks.
You're welcome. Glad she appreciates it. That woman is hammered. Also, sounds like she could
be committed.
Could have some brain stuff. I didn't slow it down. That's her natural speed. That's the way she speaks. How would you like $100 of Allie's money right now? There's no shortage of theme songs that have been recorded on the GOAT line.
We're all about to drink Allie's pee and gulp her poo.
Wow.
Let's find out if Allie knows the news.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Sweet Dibbit.
It's a Pick Your Poison Friday. You can battle any single person on the show. Let's say hi to Paco and see who he'd like to go toe-to-toe against to win Allie's money this morning. Good morning, Paco.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
What's
Sweet
up?
Dibbit.
What's going on? Sweet dibs to you. Who would you like to battle? You want to take on Johnny or Omar or Jake the Nerd? Or
Ace.
I'll go with Omar.
Omar. Wow.
Real or
Omar.
fake?
We can't give you fake. Fake Omar is too pleasant right now.
Fake Omar would get every question right and
bet
be
he
really
would.
sweet about
I
it.
haven't been paying attention, and I'm not caught up this morning because I was up late at my daughter's softball game. So.
All right. Well,
Oh, really?
Fake Omar. doesn't
Rager
care.
softball
Fake
game?
Omar.
I like it.
They go late.
All right, Paco, hold on 1 second. We're going to sequester Omar. He will not hear these questions. Allie will ask them on a Friday. You can answer them as quickly and confidently and accurately as possible, and then we'll score it together at the end. Let's see how you would have done had you been battling Omar in the Friday edition of Allie Knows the News, which starts right
No?
now.
Allie knows the news.
All right, people are asking for refunds after a failed event in Vegas put on by this famous YouTuber. Hello.
Paco.
Darn it.
Darn it.
Don't know.
Okay, question
Go to
two.
question 2.
This fast food chain just launched bottomless burgers for $20 a piece. Which fast food chain just launched a bottomless burger pass?
In-N-Out.
Question 3. This A-lister just confirmed he will be joining the Star Wars universe with a new movie coming out in 2027.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that would have been amazing. Question 4. This local venue has just been voted best outdoor venue in America.
Best,
Local venue. Any local venue.
local venue. SoFi.
Great outdoor venue, that's SoFi. Question 5. A plane was forced to make an emergency landing after this snuck into the engine, causing a fire.
Malfunction.
A malfunction.
Great.
Sounds like we got a
This
malfunction.
is a great
all right.
malfunction. All right, well,
I already have a problem with one of those questions, the way it was asked.
Yeah, me too.
okay. Do you want me to just throw the whole thing out?
Well, no, but
I
one
don't
of the
really care.
One of the questions I think is misleading.
Totally.
Which question?
The one about the endless burger
Bottomless
pass.
burgers.
This fast food chain.
It's not a fast food chain.
Yeah.
That's
it's
why
not a fast food chain?
No, misleading
course not.
question. Definitely not.
What do you mean, of course not?
It's not a fast food chain. The place that is doing this is definitely not in the category of what I would call fast food. That's why
What is it, a restaurant?
I would call it a
You better
restaurant.
believe it.
Yeah, restaurant.
You ever seen one with a drive-through?
I've never been to one, so I wouldn't know.
I'll give you a chance.
Well, there you go.
You have a chance to change your answer before we bring Omar back in. I don't think you gave one anyway or something, but you say In-N-Out. I would say it's a restaurant that's offering a bottomless burger pass.
Do you want to change your answer after the discussion, Paco?
Why not? Yes.
Go ahead. What do you got for us?
I'm going to say Applebee's.
All right, there we go. That's acceptable. All right, let's bring
I'm
Omar
glad we got
back
a different wrong answer. Let's get Omar back in.
Omar, go ahead. People would listen. You know, this would have lit up the goat line. Everyone would be angry. They get so caught up in the way the questions are asked
Yes,
and the verbiage.
they do.
All right, Omar's back. Allie will ask the questions. We'll score it together. Let's see if anyone knows anything about the news. Here we go.
All right, question 1, Omar. People are asking for refunds after a failed event in Vegas put on by this famous YouTuber.
Famous YouTuber. Okay, I couldn't come up with the famous YouTuber last week whenever I was playing Allie Knows the News, and I got yelled at because I didn't guess Mr. Beast. I don't know if this is the right answer, but whenever I'm posed with the question, famous YouTuber, I'm going to go with Mr. Beast from now on.
Yeah, that's a good bet. Definitely better than what Paco answered, which was, I think, nothing. But Mr. Beast, the Mr. Beast experience in Vegas, that's correct. Mr. Beast already apologizing for what a fail that event was. It's like the new Fyre Fest. Question 2. This food chain just launched a bottomless burger pass for $20.
I saw this because I am a rewards member. This is Red Robin.
Red Robin.
Yeah. I got an email about it.
Omar, would you say Red Robin is fast food?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, just clarify.
It's definitely like one of those chain restaurants.
All right, he said Applebee's. The correct answer is Red Robin.
Yeah, so it's 2-0. Question 3, this A-lister just confirmed he'll be joining the Star Wars universe with a new movie coming out in 2027.
Oh, I did see this. It's that handsome guy.
He is very handsome.
Oh, my God.
The handsome guy?
Is it Ryan Gosling?
It is Ryan Gosling.
Wow.
That is correct. Now Omar's up 3-0. Paco said Arnold Schwarzenegger, which would also be great.
Paco, you're getting smoked, dude.
Question 4, this local venue was just voted best outdoor venue in America.
This came across my feed, too. Hollywood Bowl.
The Hollywood Bowl. That's correct. 4-0. Wow. Paco said SoFi Stadium, which is a dome, I believe. I mean, it
has a roof.
It has a roof-ish.
Roof-ish.
Question 5, a plane was forced to make an emergency landing after this snuck into the engine, causing a fire.
Something snuck into the engine. I'm going to guess rats. Rat wanted to go in there to stay warm.
That's a great guess. Unfortunately, it's not correct, but it's okay. You won anyway,
was
Omar.
It a bunny? It
was a
right?
rabbit,
rabbit,
just leading up to Easter.
Just for Easter.
A rabbit snuck into the engine, and the engine exploded.
You know who's great at product placement? Jesus. He's great at product placement.
He's like, this is going to be so funny.
All right, Paco, you got your ass handed to you on a platter today, unfortunately, and Omar did it. So what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
Omar Knows the News.
That is correct.
Hell yeah, I guess.
Lincoln Park now, and more chances for you to actual win stuff, real stuff, tickets. That's right. It's KROQ. It's Friday. Can you tell? KROQ, we are Klein Alley's show. If you need us, love the interaction. The number is 800-520-1067. You'll need those numbers later this morning. You want to go to Disneyland, you want to see 30 Seconds to Mars, or you'd like some Kings playoff tickets. Those will all be
Kings
in your
playoffs.
future.
Disneyland.
Thank you, Omar.
Does that not work?
That
What
does
Adam
well.
Sandler movie is that from?
That is from the never. I think Bulletproof 2 did have a straight to DVD release, so maybe that could have been there.
Did you say he wants to go to the Kings game? So, have you? I know that you have attempted to make some changes in your home life, right? When you try and implement some kind of a change, like, hey, we're going to get rid of cell phones after 6 p.m. or something like that,
It
right?
has never lasted long. We've tried.
It's difficult.
Right, we say not at the. The first rule was no cell phones after 5 p.m. We're going to put them down for the night.
Then it was just no phones at the dinner table, right?
Then it became, yes, no phones at the table, and now it's no phones for the first 5 minutes of dinner. And even that one is really hard. Like, because someone's phone, it's not, we're not good at it.
Well, but
Do they have phones or tablets?
The kids do not have anything at the table. I'm talking about my wife and I.
Oh.
We are the ones that have a hard time putting the phones down.
Oh, but your kids can't have anything? So
Yeah,
they don't have anything, but then their parents are just staring at their phones?
That's right.
That's terrible.
That's correct.
Oh, my God.
I got to drown them out somehow. I need my phone.
So, since I've been back, Katie had a week without me. I had a week without her. And we both introduced a couple of possibilities for how to make some changes around our home.
Did you think of these while you were sitting on the river, like when you had those nights where you had no distractions, you could just look up at the stars and think about?
No, it was when I got back and started adjusting to, civilized
again.
life. Yeah,
Right,
people.
right.
And I started going, I would like to find more time to have a true connection. Talked about it, right? Where you're just sitting around a fire connecting with people instead of, staring into your devices or watching a new TV show.
On the surface, sounds amazing.
So I said, hey, I would love it if once a week, instead of just, hey, we put the kid to bed, now let's just zone out in front of a TV.
Oh, that's great. Love that.
Which has its benefits. And if you're exhausted at the end of the day, you've been making decisions all day, you've had all this stimulation, you might just want to sit and zone out.
And a lot of experts make us feel guilty for wanting to do that because they say that really is if you do that, let's say you're married to someone or you're in a relationship long term and most of your time is spent when you have, quote, quality time after kids are asleep or you're back from your job, and you spend that time staring at a screen together, that you are slowly eroding, your relationship is slowly eroding away, you're not connecting.
And then you realize that the whole day has gone by, and what have you even talked about with your partner?
$1 Million Secret on Netflix. That's what we're talking about, because that show is great.
So I said, once a week, I would like to, after he goes to bed, instead of sitting down and watching a TV show, I would like to go outside, sit on our little bench with our little twinkle lights on, and just talk. Just have a conversation and be outside.
You know what you could talk about? What you should be watching inside.
or what we watched the night before.
Right.
And she said, okay, that would be hard to implement, but I'm willing to give it a try. And I also said...
Hard to implement?
What?
It's literally you just walking out there and sitting down. What?
The easiest implementation I can ever.
Well, how? Wow. Turning on the lights, is that a bother for her?
Well, actually, it was because our kid Wesley wasn't asleep yet, and she thought the lights might bother him. So we just sat in the dark outside.
But as far as like barrier to entry to make that happen, that is not hard
It's
to
just
do.
walking
It's just
outside.
walking outside and sitting on a bench together. Yeah. Is she saying it'd be hard for the bench?
She said we,
What did she say?
would work on it.
Okay.
And then my other request was, I don't want to be texting all day. I don't want to be, hey, Wesley's up. Hey, can you pick this up? Hey,
because your wife always texts you every little thing,
She
right?
texts every thought in her head. And by the time I see her, it's just a continuation of all the thoughts that I've been given, that she's texted me all day long.
You want to get excited to go home and figure out what things maybe happened in your day. And
How's your day?
Right. I already know the whole playbook because you gave it to me, and I've got 57 receipts here
and
that
then
shows
when we go out and sit in the dark, there's nothing to talk about.
Right.
Because we've already had this conversation that really is just distracting from you being present in your daily life because you're just texting back and forth with somebody else about their day. So I decided we can text each other in the morning or if there's anything necessary to text about, but let's wait till the end of the day for us to actually catch up so we can have a conversation.
How did that go over?
Well, she's already texted me this morning.
Oh.
But she said, I do realize that there are some things that I don't really need to communicate. And it's just a compulsion. It makes me feel better to just get it out into the ether somehow. And I think a lot of people think that way now.
Yeah, people just want to feel heard. And by people, I mean women. But the reality is there's a lot of texting that doesn't need to happen. I would argue 98% of all texts you send probably irrelevant.
Oh, just like those billboards they have up there for texting and driving.
Right. Don't need those.
Most of those texts are not worth it, right?
No, right. The old final text that was sent before you smash your car into the back of an 18-wheeler.
On my way.
And it's always something like, hungry for sushi. It's like, all right, we don't need that.
Right. So then she said, well, I have a change I'd like to implement. And I said, okay. And she said, with the week that you were gone, I didn't have anybody cooking dinner for me, and I liked it.
Oh, no. Her implementation was for you to stop cooking?
Yeah.
That's great.
She said, I think you waste a lot of time in the kitchen making dinner, and we don't really need these gourmet meals every single night. I'm fine with breakfast for dinner some nights. I'm fine with just heating up leftovers.
Yep.
We don't need to make a big thing about it, and you don't have to spend all this time coming up with new recipes and slaving away in the kitchen. So now that's her request to me, is that I don't spend much time making dinner anymore.
So your request for her was that you wanted to connect with her more, face to face, and her request for you is to stop cooking.
That's not best.
Not stop completely, but just don't make as big of a to-do about it.
But didn't you also make the point she doesn't really like what you cook?
She loves what I cook.
She does?
She doesn't have a choice.
Right. I think that's what she wants. And I think the choice she went with is nothing.
Well, she said the best meal she made for herself while I was gone was shrimp with rice.
She made that herself?
All she did was make rice. Actually, I already made the rice because I made a big thing of rice before I left. So she just made some shrimp and put soy sauce on it. And she's like, I'm fine with that. That's the thing, is she doesn't really have a developed palate. She doesn't care.
You're kind of a food bully. Like when you make stuff, because you bring it in here, and you are one of those people that you'll say, Klein, try this goulash I made or something. And I'm like, I don't want goulash.
You always think I'm making goulash.
Well, it always looks like it. You're always pulling
I made
something.
Mongolian beef the other day, and it was amazing.
It's goulash.
Klein wants you to stop cooking too.
Yeah, my request
You don't get requests.
is for you to stop cooking and for us to zone out more to TV. That's my request.
Okay.
Lola Young, KROQ. What are you and Omar cackling about in here? I leave the room for 15 seconds to come back.
God.
You guys are having a good old time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this has actually been something that's been in the works for, I think, a week or two now, and it was worth the wait. Omar, do you want to do the honors? Because I heard this on an episode of a true crime show that I was watching, and I thought, well, this has some sound bites in it that I know Omar, the audio sniper, could do a lot with. And, man, you delivered.
Thank you. So Klein, Ali sent me a clip of is it a podcast or is it a TV show?
It's Dateline.
Oh, it's a Dateline.
Dateline NBC.
So there's this audio, and Klein is the guy who, in the show, is
He's a person of interest at first, yes.
At a murder, right, in a murder case. And the audio, I felt like I could insert our own Klein into it and create a scene.
Yeah, great.
And,
just play it. All right, blah,
I think
blah.
it came out pretty
That's
good.
fine. Just play
Klein,
it.
Before you
That's
get
fine.
upset, he didn't end up being the killer. He just ended up being a pervert.
That's right.
Great.
That's true.
But he had almost exactly your name.
Win for me. I feel great. Thank you. I remember when you played the clip of this at the beginning. His name was what was it, Calvin?
His
Klein?
name was Kegan.
Kegan Klein.
Kegan Klein.
All right, great. Get ready for world premiere now. This is just some of Omar and his audio sniping at its finest. And apparently, according to Allie's reaction, I saw, boy, it's good.
Who is Klein?
Klein is the person that solicit girls to send them pornographic photos.
Right. Oh, that is dirty.
Klein was a big, overweight,
I'ma eat it all, yummy, yummy, yummy.
not somebody that these girls would talk to kind of person, so he changed who he was.
I'm a handicap.
Not long after that Peeping Tom incident, law enforcement raided Klein's home.
Well, I don't know.
He's a bad guy. He's a pathological liar. He would tell us something we'd look into and it'd be a lie. He lied a lot.
Hey, don't mind me. I'm just a young boy.
Klein seemed to have a strong alibi that he was in Vegas at the time of the murders.
Yeah.
When Court TV's Barbara McDonald learned Klein was in jail, she contacted him.
Man, I am horny now.
What happened?
He talked to me. He gave me an interview from jail. So, are you aware that there's a bunch of news stories out there linking you to the Delphi murders?
I don't have no
Okay.
thought.
You have admitted that you created this fake profile, Anthony Schatz. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Why did you create that profile?
I groomed a young boy.
But when it came to contact with Libby, Klein seemed evasive.
Are you aware whether you may have talked to Libby? Where were you on February 13th, 2017?
I like to smell parts of my girlfriend.
Did you have anything to do with the murders of Abby or Libby?
Me, such a bad boy.
And in the end, investigators couldn't prove he killed Abby and Libby.
We conducted a thorough investigation and ruled him out.
Another dead end.
Another dead end.
I'm boned up. I am boned up.
Klein would eventually plead guilty to 25 charges. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison.
Are you ready for the rear end? Okay, thank you. Good. What a wonderful tribute. Thank you, Omar.
You're welcome.
That was everything I could have imagined and more.
Star of Dateline.
I
That's
love
great.
the question answer section.
Can people with my name stop committing terrible crimes and giving
25 crimes.
25 crimes?
40 years in prison.
It's good to know that if I ever do get accused of doing any crimes, I'm just going to mumble instead of answer. All right, well played. That'll be
I'm a young boy.
instant hit. Shout out Omar, the audio sniper. OMG, this is everything. Wow.
Hashtag Dateline NBC.
Praise pouring through all over the text line for the great Omar Khan. I'm going to go rethink my alibi. And also, Vegas does sound fun right about now.
Yeah.
KROQ.
Klein Alley.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, the world famous KROQ. KROQ.
Get your flowers pouring through on the text line. People saying, well done, audio sniper. That's why
Appreciate
he's the best. That's just a... that's
So
not
many people
me.
with suggestions of other sound clips to use,
really?
too, which is great. 831 Omar, at the end of the clip where he gets sentenced, you also should add his puppy noises.
We don't need any more. It's fine as it is.
Yeah.
He was sentenced to 40 years in prison.
Are you ready for the rear end? We don't need to add more sounds to it. It's fine.
714, oh my God, I fell off my chair. 949, I can't
Thank
stop
you.
laughing. Kudos to Omar. Take notes, Jake.
Let's not forget about
early
the-
nomination for Song of the Year.
Not a song. And let's not forget for a moment, before we give all this glory to Omar, who's the guy that said all the dumb things during the story over the many years. Me.
Yeah,
You're trying to now take credit for this?
That's right. I didn't realize the audience would like it so much.
But who is an idiot
Right.
first? Me. That's who. And who is a pervert? The other Klein.
Yeah, let's not get confused here. I know there's new listeners don't understand that was a lot of clever editing, and they think that that's a real story. Oh, Klein was on Shark Tank and on Dateline? Wow. I was not on Dateline. That was a different guy with a different name and a different spelling, I believe. And Omar just got real clever with his
No, it wasn't different
witchcraft.
spelling.
Well, whatever. He did some sort of weird audio witchcraft and made me look like a real deviant.
Oh,
And I am a
Keg and
deviant.
Klein was the focus, but you're the star.
No, we're not playing it again. People demanding
We are
an encore.
absolutely playing that
I
again.
think it's been deleted, the file.
310, I'm at my desk stealthily watching the live stream.
All
I'm
right.
so glad I got to hear that at work. 310 OMFG, I'm crying. Stop, guys. I got to drive straight. This isn't safe.
Well, it's not real, so just understand that I did very few of those things. I mean, that guy sounds like he was living a fun life. I'll be honest, a little jealous. Went to Vegas and whatever, but...
Well, having watched the actual episode, I can say that you are much more attractive than Keg and Klein.
Thank you. I'll take that as a win. show. It's been such an eventful show already this morning. Completely forgot to remind you, we're streaming on YouTube as we speak. You can see what the show looks like. Streaming right there. Recommend you checking it out. Lots going on today that you'll want to see as it happens. Of course, keep listening to us on KROQ, or if you're checking out this podcast after the fact, thank you in advance for that. Let's get to your news, then a brand new hour of the show. If you're looking for Kings playoff tickets, we got them for you. If you're looking for tickets to go to Disneyland, we got them for you. If you're looking for tickets to the one night only 30 Seconds to Mars celebration of 20 years since the album that changed emo forever, we got those for you as well. But first, we have for you the news, and it starts right now on KROQ.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right, if you're a Coachella weekend tour like me, here's what you can get excited about this weekend.
Two Crew.
The Two Crew. Not waiting in line for 12 hours. That's hopefully what you can look forward to. Weekend one, the car camping area was so backed up for miles. Many people said it was the worst Coachella experience they've ever had. A group said they showed up at 2 a.m. early to see if they could get a good spot, but then couldn't get in until 3 p.m., and while they were waiting, there is not a porta potty in sight, forcing everyone to pull over and go number 1 and 2 in the streets. This has also caused residents to complain.
Those are your people, Allie.
Yep,
Those
saying
are your people.
that there's excrement around their homes and that it is shameful and unacceptable.
Oh, my God, really?
Yes, and Coachella is it's great, but not great. Coachella organizers said they usually have a lull in the middle of the day when it comes to cars checking in, but there was no lull this year, so once it got jammed up, they just couldn't recover. And this weekend, they've added 12 more security stations to process incoming cars, which would hopefully eliminate the lines and the pee-pee and poo-poo problems.
This has been
That's
such
a problem.
It's been such a problem, and we know Allie's going there, and she, as you know, is a turd manufacturer.
What?
So we have a solution that we're going to share with you in a moment, a big surprise, and I recommend you check out YouTube, because as we know you're heading to Coachella later today, we think we have an answer for you. But listen to this.
Trying to get into Coachella early.
Some campers are saying that they'd been in line for more than 8 hours without access to water or even restrooms.
Big nightmares. Let's show you some of the video, or show you some of the video of the nightmares. Glenn and Lou, people complaining that they were waiting for hours and hours.
So we know, Allie, that you will be there this weekend, and some of those problems have been solved. But we are so thrilled because we had a listener that reached out to us by the name of Maria, and she's the owner of Impact Promo Source. They make a bunch of promotional goods. And, you know, we've talked about these rock pants we've been trying to put on the market for a while now.
You've talked about
Well,
rock pants.
regardless, I want you to see, first of all, here she is entering the studio right now.
What?
Look at this. She's got some merch she made. But look at this, Allie. Give Allie her diaper. This is for the first time ever. Allie, you got your very own Coachella show-branded rock pants.
Look at that.
You can wear that. You don't have to worry about any lines. You don't have to worry about going in a neighbor's yard on the way there. You got to see how good that. First of all, thank you. Hi, nice to meet you, Maria.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi,
wow,
what a
look at
great
that.
surprise.
Give me a hat. I'll put that on
Dude,
immediately.
Allie,
Thank you.
hope you guys
look at that.
rock
First of all,
those hats.
Allie's
I'll
gonna-
rock the hats and the rock
Allie's
pants.
going to rock the rock pants, too. These diapers.
those diapers.
Let me ask you a question. These diapers you made for us, these are meant for, they look massive, by
They're
the way.
adult diapers.
So that'll hold 3 days worth of
I suppose so.
a full
depending on
Coachella
how-
diaper load.
All
how
your
much-
questions for her about the diaper part?
That's right, Allie. Yeah, that's right. These are
Tell me more about these diapers.
These are Rock Pants prototype. First of all, thank you for listening to the
Yeah,
show.
thank
you
you.
for helping us. As you know, we have absolutely zero budget to promote the show. So the fact that you're even doing stuff out of the kindness of your own heart means the world to us. But how many diapers? Look at this. Look at all these
Yes.
diapers. Allie, you're gonna bring those with you to Coachella.
Okay.
And we are going to hand those out to anyone who doesn't want to miss their favorite band by having to go to the bathroom waiting in line.
Don't forget those diapers.
You can wear your very own Klein Alley show. You got to see these on YouTube right now. They're
Hey,
hilarious.
those diapers have that strip that lets you know when you've gone number 1
Yeah,
and they change color.
yellow.
Why do adults need that?
That is a great question.
I think that lets you know if you're pregnant, Omar.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a different one. Wow,
right.
that's amazing. Those how great do those look, huh? I mean, the first ever branded rock pants at Coachella weekend 2. What a perfect weekend to unleash the rock pants.
I
weekend
can't wait
2.
to talk to security about why I have these.
Oh, that'll be a great conversation.
It's going to be great.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm going to hand these out to everybody.
Yeah. Have you tried these out to make sure they work?
I tried them on. They fit good.
Yeah?
Is it
So
just a one-size-fits-all
it's
situation?
large and extra large.
You know what?
So you tried them
There's
on,
only
but
two
did you try them out?
sizes.
Yeah, did
available
you try
for adults.
them?
Did you actually try them out
I
or no?
did. I had to make sure everything
good.
was in the right
Well, look, we've
position.
got people are
Leak
excited
proof.
now. If you're going to Coachella, a lot of people on the text line say, I got to score one of these. This is as limited edition merch as we got right there. We got a box of 50 of these.
Branded on the front and on the back, by the way.
That is huge. I think Coachella is going to love us now. What's better than finding a used, slightly gently used Klein Alley Show diaper?
I gotta put this on.
Allie's trying it on right now. Hey, YouTube, we're about to break YouTube right now. This is where Allie's trying to squeeze
This is
into a
going to
diaper.
help us get to 100,000.
If this doesn't get us over 100,000, I don't know what will. Allie's putting on the brand new Klein Alley Show diaper. She is putting it around. You guys want to help?
Unsubscribe, sorry.
Just unsubscribe. We just lost a follower. Hold on. Allie's putting on the diaper right now.
I need help.
You want Allie to lay on the table and put her feet up in the air? Hold on.
Man.
Let me shake my car keys for Allie to distract her while you put that on her. Hold on. There we go. There it is. Allie's got it on. Does it fit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that thing. Hold on, Allie. Spin around. Oh, God. That is so that really
That
is.
could carry a lot of
that could carry
It's already
excrement.
filled.
Carrying a lot. Shut up.
Allie, did you make boom boom already?
No, I'm clean.
All right, well, there we go. Problems. Well, Maria, thank you. Honestly, thank you for this. Unbelievable.
Great.
We'll tag you guys on our Instagram, and thank you for all supporting the show. It's
Thank
really
you.
cool. And
You
now,
guys are the best.
If you're going to be at Coachella weekend too, and you want some of your very own limited edition Klein Alley Show rock pants,
Come up and see me.
Find Allie. She'll have them for you, and that way you won't have to miss anything
Just
at
follow
all.
the smell.
Anybody need any promo, make sure to call Impact Promo Source.
All right,
Awesome.
yeah, we'll put all the
Thank
links
you.
up. Thank you for that. Really
Thank
appreciate
you so much.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, welcome to your weekend on a Friday morning. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now. And if you're just joining us and have not yet checked out the YouTube, well, if you've ever wanted to see what Allie looks like in a diaper, rock fans, you got him just in time.
I opened the YouTube live stream and looked at the chat only to see, hey, morning, Allie, sweet dipes. Which is always really encouraging in the morning, I think.
Yeah. Hey, listen, there's a problem. You know how we say on the show, there are solving the world's problems by creating new ones. And now we've got some branded, limited edition KROQ Klein Alley Show diapers just in time for Coachella Weekend 2. And there was a lot of bathroom-related problems Weekend 1, long lines, people missing bands they wanted to see. You won't have to worry about that anymore.
2 for Weekend 2.
And by the way, I'm not, there's always fashion trends that come out of Coachella that seem ridiculous until everyone looks cool and hot in them. And, there's a lot of leather cowboy stuff this year, but you know what looks great with a pair of cowboy boots? A diaper.
Yeah, and you know what? Last year was Cowboys too. This year it's Cowboys. I'm getting kind of over it, and I think that people are going to go the other way with fashion at Coachella. I think we're just going to go full diaper, full Uggo mode, and I'm here for it.
And you also know that, the people that go to Coachella are such an attractive bunch, and when attractive people try to do things to make themselves look uglier, like they'll wear glasses.
Or they do that thing where they get rid of their eyebrows.
Right, and it just somehow makes them hotter. And if you really, are one of these people that's tired of just being hit on by everyone, well, throw in one of these diapers, and that should keep the crowds away. But Allie is rocking that thing. Beautiful. Looks great on you. She is wearing it over a pair of pants right now, but that'll all be different in the desert. So if you're ready to support the show and also have the most comfortable experience at Coachella, we'll have these for you. If you plan on going out and you want one, just find Allie. She'll be handing them out all over the desert. Sure, they're going to love that.
I wonder how long they're going to let me do this.
Very limited amount of time.
Don't they have rules against this kind of stuff?
No, you say you have a condition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, borrow Jake's cardias that he has to use. That he gets to
I have
use.
a poop problem like Jake, and then they'll just run away.
This hour on the show, lots to get into. Menu redo. We're very excited about this, but will we come up with the next viral food sensation in Southern California? We think so, and we will get to that. We all pitch our ideas a little bit later this hour, and one of those ideas could end up on a menu at a restaurant and or a food truck somewhere in Southern California. So we got that to get to later this hour. We also have the return of, I think we're doing some 5, 10, 20 to figure out exactly if your short-term memory has failed you or if it still helps you when you need it most to get you into that 30 Seconds to Mars one-night-only event. All that coming up, Kings playoff tickets, Disneyland. It's all this morning right here on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show on a Friday morning. If you need us, the number is 800-520-1067. Coming up in just a bit. Menu redo. And I believe we're going to chat with the guys at Yeasty Boys. They got those bagel trucks all over the place. And I think they're at Coachella as well. I'm going to pitch them some ideas to see if any of our ideas are good enough for them to actually implement on their menu. And then potentially it could be the next great viral food sensation like we did with the ham dogger at Pink's. Like we did.
New drop, right? Is that what they call it?
A new drop. That's right. Drop! New food drop. They love it. They love it. You know, on this week has been an emotional week for us all because we started the week with the sad news that we lost KROQ legend Jed the Fish. And there was a tribute that happened here in the KROQ studios Monday afternoon.
Including that one guy who called in on the goat line and thought it was an actual fish we were mourning.
Right. There was confusion for people that are new listeners to the station. And then there were people that are back to KROQ that haven't been here in a while, but they returned because Kevin Ryder's back. And in some poetic way, it feels like it was one of those kind of full circle weeks. And then very sad to find out about the passing of Jed the Fish. And so many people say, man, that guy was like the soundtrack to my high school or my college, or, that laugh has just been, it's one of those laughs that lives rent-free in your brain forever when you hear it. And then there was the video we've posted, and it's on YouTube right now, and that was the thing I was going to come to until Johnny told me not to show up because it was only legends. Legends only were invited, and I was uninvited, so I didn't get to go to the big hang of all the great KROQ DJs. And now there's been a lot of thoughts about that on the GOAT line.
Hey guys, sweet dibs. So I had a chance to watch the YouTube tribute to Jed the Fish, and I noticed that Johnny was sitting on the floor.
I mean, this is what's so frustrating about it, is that I was told by Johnny, go home, legends only, and apparently he's just sitting on the floor during the entire...
Like a legend.
Like a legend hang. He was in.
And he looked like
That's what legends do. They sit on the floor.
Yeah. This floor is for legends. It's
It's the legend floor.
And he looked like he was a toddler in timeout. And it was really funny because he was trying to position himself in the camera, it seemed. And at one point, he's sitting behind Richard Blade, and Richard Blade, like, perfectly has his arm covering Johnny. So it was just the funniest thing to see.
It's funny because
Johnny's paying his dues. That's
Johnny
what that's
kind
called.
of did this for the Mumford and Sons thing, too.
Where he sits on the floor?
Yeah. And I think people are like, oh, it's so cute, and let me ruffle his hair, and now he's a part of something.
Right.
Even so, just
Yeah,
it's
so
like
that's
a sly little move.
That's
I'm just going to sit here in the corner.
That's what legends do.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like
They're
a gimp.
gimps.
He's like a gimp F-boy.
Anyway, love you guys.
This person's upset. This person's more angry about that because they think that there's no reason that Johnny should have been the guy to have any sort of saying as to who got to show up to the on-air funeral for Jed the Fish.
Hey, sweet dibs, you guys. Catching up on the podcast, and I heard that interaction with Johnny and Klein. Klein, number one, you are a legend. You're a legend in my eyes. So are you, Allie.
No one's arguing that we are legends. No, I know for a fact we are not. But I would have loved to have gone as a fan of this radio station and radio in general, but the history, to be in the room with, so many of the people that are on the building blocks to make KROQ the great station it was before we screwed it up, Allie.
Absolutely.
I would have loved to have been a part of it, and then for Johnny to literally call me and say, turn around, legends only. It's
Only to have your boss tell you later that was not what happened.
And also to see that Johnny, included himself on the floor in the room. And I looked at the people in that room. I mean, some of the people in that room were legends, and then there was a couple other riffraff that were just walking through the halls that were standing in the room. I could have blended in the background.
Two, listen, I'm not one of those people that, I'm not a hater, I'm typically optimistic,
good.
Love everyone. Johnny, you're awesome, dude, but just apologize every once in a while.
Yeah.
Just say sorry. I don't understand. I think I've been trying to check in with myself. Why does he irk me a little bit? Even though I would just want to, love everyone. And I think it's because you don't take accountability, dude. Just take some accountability. Even with the Instagram post when Allie was upset with you a long time ago, I'm still holding on to that. Just apologize. Just take some ownership, man.
No one really likes to take ownership. Or Jake will never admit when he's wrong about stuff.
Because I'm not wrong.
See, this is the problem. There's just
That's the problem, is that I'm not wrong. You guys keep trying to make me think I am, and I never am.
Okay.
We all should, So anyway, that's all. Love you guys.
Thank you for the thank you. That's Miss
Saying you're
Optimistic,
sorry
but-
makes people feel heard and seen and respected.
That's right. So this is never going to happen
Yeah,
here.
I'm sorry that you're wrong.
Okay, great. We got to take a break. When we get back in a
Punch
second.
you, and I'm not even mad at you.
We're
Why
gonna
did
come
Johnny
back.
not chime in at all during that?
I don't know.
Well, we have also said, repeated things that have been ongoing issues or whatever, and say, hey, this is the fourth time we're bringing this up, and he's like, oh, my bad. That's the closest you'll get to
Yesterday,
a sorry.
we were literally during the meeting, and he just stood up and just walked away.
And then Vanessa's just like, anyway, I'll relay that to Johnny, and I'm like, what? We're in the middle of a meeting.
Hey, listen, legends don't have to sit during meetings. Legends get up.
They sit on floors in other rooms.
We got to take a quick break. When we get back, you will hear about the next potential great viral food sensation to hit your mouth and hit Southern California. If we can come up with it, you'll probably hear one decent idea and 9 bad ideas.
As usual.
The menu redo starts next.
KROQ. Get out your bunny ears at 9 noon, 3 and 6.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
We're stuffing your Easter basket with tickets to Disneyland After Dark. Star Wars Night, happening May 6th. Not only will you find the tickets, you'll find all kinds of happy at the Disneyland Resort. You'll even find a travel to a galaxy far, far away kind of happy. Keep listening to win. And happy K-Rockster from KROQ. Not a real holiday, but we aren't coming in that day anyway. K-Rock.
K-Rock, if you'd like to join us, win yourself a prize and play some first impressions with Vanessa, the master of many voices, get on the phones now at 800-520-1067 because we got up for grabs tickets to Pulp Rock, Tarantino Pulp Rock, a high-octane live rock spectacular.
And Quentin Tarantino has made some incredible films over the years.
Some of the best.
Some of the best, and some of the best monologues in movie history, some of the best, most heightened moments with a lot of swearing, but we figured Vanessa would be incredible at replaying some of those.
She's never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie ever, so let's start with that. Never seen one, but she will be recreating some of the most iconic scenes, and you will, of course, if you win these tickets, you'll get to go to the Tarantino Pulp Rock, where you'll get to watch these iconic films and the soundtracks performed live at Cinevita at Hollywood Park. And also, everyone who qualifies, everyone who wins those tickets this week, someone is going to get the VIP experience, including a VIP booth, comes with champagne, snacks, dedicated waiter, waitress, valued at over $1,000. That's the grand prize. So you will have an amazing night celebrating the fine, legendary career of one Quentin Tarantino.
Vanessa has never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Nope.
And she's never successfully pronounced Quentin Tarantino.
That's true. All week, as she's been talking about this prize we have, she's been saying, Quintanana. So we're like, what? You talking about Quentin Tarantino still? She goes, I think so. So we will play you. She's recreated some scenes. She's been working on this all morning long, which is why we had to wait until 8:30 roughly to get this on the air.
She wants time to perfect her craft.
We will play a clip of her doing a scene, and all you got to do is tell us which Quentin Tarantino movie it's from. And if you're able to identify which scene the movie is from, Allie will write your name down, and we'll pick a winner and give you some tickets. All right, let's say hi to Rebecca in Valencia. This is not going to be easy, but if you're up for the challenge, welcome to K-Rock. Good morning, Rebecca.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. We'd love you to win this. Once again, as you know, Vanessa is the master of many, many voices, and we will go ahead and play you the first scene right now from a Quentin Tarantino film as performed by Vanessa. Listen closely. Here we go.
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip. If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But I mean, it's tipping automatically. It's for the birds. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're just doing their jobs. Hey, this girl was nice. She was okay. She wasn't doing anything special. What special? What's special? Take you in the back and S your D? I go over 12% for that.
All right. Now, listen, I know this movie.
Iconic.
That is an iconic scene. Only who knows if that'll be performed again if you win these tickets. Do you know what Quentin Tarantino movie that is from, Rebecca?
I am going to guess because I'm also the worst, but Pulp Fiction, is that a thing?
Show me Pulp Fiction. No,
Is that a thing?
not. Pulp Fiction is a thing, but that is not a scene from Pulp Fiction, which is too bad because it is, a quite iconic scene, Allie. I'm going to play you the actual scene right now, and then we'll go to the next one. We have multiple scenes to share with you. I don't want to give everyone the opportunity to guess that one, but this is that actual scene took place from one of the, I believe, the first I think it was the first Quentin Tarantino movie ever.
Really?
I believe so. It was the first one I think I ever saw, and it was this scene from Reservoir Dogs.
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip. If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But, I mean, it's tipping automatically. It's for the birds. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're just doing their job.
Hey, this girl was nice.
She was okay. I mean, she wasn't anything special.
What's special? Taking the back and s***ing.
So, I don't know. I think Vanessa and Steve Buscemi had similar delivery.
Yeah, can I just hear a little bit of Vanessa's impression now? Because now that I recall Steve Buscemi's delivery, I would just like to hear a little bit, because she got the...
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip.
But you sped up her speaking a little bit.
I'll tip if someone really
Right, that's her Steve Buscemi.
If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's tipping automatically. It's for the birds.
All right, well, there you go. Beautiful.
It's for the birds.
It's a beautiful recreation right there. This is First Impressions with Vanessa. We move on. We say hi to Armando now. Armando, I hope you can get one of these right so we can give away these tickets. Good morning, Armando.
Good morning. How's it going, guys?
Good. I hope you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino. More importantly, I hope you're a fan of Vanessa Tarantino as she is recreating some of these iconic scenes. And here is your scene. Listen closely.
The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negatives, I collect your effing head. Whoa. Just like this effer here. Now, if you son of a bitches got anything else to say, now is the effing time.
All right. Feel like I'm in the movie with Vanessa. Do you have any idea what Quentin Tarantino film that line comes from?
So good. I believe it's from Kill Bill Volume 1.
Let's find out if you're right.
ただ今問題になったことは除きますが The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negative is I collect your head. Just like this here. やろうと同じようにね Now, if any of you sons of got anything else to say, now's the time!
Beautiful.
Woo!
Beautiful.
I gotta watch that again.
I didn't think so.
Equally intense. I think Vanessa's version was almost as good. Armando, hold on.
Anything else to say?
Yeah, hers was like if Rosie Perez got the role. But still...
Don't bring up her Chinese heritage.
Yeah. Once again, this was just a clip of Vanessa.
What? Does he look?
Oh, hold on. That's the next one. Hold on. That's the next one. There's too many clips of Vanessa here doing Tarantino to keep track of it all. This was her once again doing Kill Bill just to bring you back to the moment.
If you son of a bitches got anything else to say, now is the effing time.
All right, Armando, hold on 1 second. Congratulations. You got yours right. People, big fans of this game on the text line. I can hear Vanessa recreating Quentin Tarantino films all day, every day. Well, we got one more chance for someone to lock in on this. And what a prize, because someone's going to end up in a VIP booth enjoying a whole night of Tarantino. All right. Let's go to Baldwin Park and say hi to Alex. Alex, welcome to First Impressions with Vanessa. You ready to go?
Sweet Divots, yeah.
Sweet Divots. Here we go. This is your final impression. This is apparently a Quentin Tarantino movie as performed by Vanessa.
What? What country you from? What? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, mother effer, do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying. What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, mother effer. Say what one more goddamn time. He's black. Go on. He's bold. Does he look like a bitch? What? Does he look like a bitch?
Okay. Alex, your final chance to play. It's not a comedy. I guess technically it is now. What Quentin Tarantino film is that from?
That is Pulp Fiction, baby.
That's right.
And by the way, she's never seen Pulp Fiction either. So for her, just in reading these lines, it's the absolute first time she's even heard this, witnessed it at all.
I mean, she can pick up on the performance already, though. I mean, those are the beats.
Listen, you tell me, Allie. Is this Samuel L. Jackson or is this Vanessa? I don't even know anymore.
What? What country you from? What? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, mother. Do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying. Yes.
Once again, it's hard to tell where one of them stops and one of them starts.
I mean, my goodness.
It really is remarkable. But regardless, congratulations. You also got yours right, which means 2 people, Allie, got theirs right.
Does he look like a bitch?
Okay, relax.
Does he look like a bitch?
Okay, but that's all
Vanessa, whatever you say. Just calm down. Jesus Christ. Allie, is it Alex? Is it Armando? Who's getting the tickets today?
Congrats, Armando.
Armando, you are going to an evening of Quentin Tarantino. Hold on 1 second.
Unless you kind of already got one just now.
That's very exciting. You will be going to Tarantino Pulp Rock, Live Rock Spectacular, celebrating the iconic film soundtracks Quentin Tarantino at Cinevita Hollywood Park. Hold on 1 second. Congratulations.
Like a bitch.
All right, relax, Vanessa.
Like a bitch.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. You can listen live. You can watch us on YouTube as we're streaming there. You can see those great new KROQ, Klein Alley Show branded diapers in case you're heading to Coachella for weekend 2. Don't want to wait in line, miss your favorite band. Allie is modeling them now on YouTube, and those are massive. Those are big diapers. I would say 3 days worth of leave-ins could fit inside those diapers, but you could go ahead and put them to the test if you're going to Coachella.
I'm on day 1, baby.
It's our gift to you, fine people of Southern California. We don't want you to miss your favorite bands because you're waiting in line to use a bathroom. No matter how VIP your wristband may say you are, you ain't nothing if you don't have on a Klein Alley Show branded diaper.
Someone's in a VIP area with they have really nice bathrooms.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm just going to pee in my diaper.
I'm good because that's what we do. And by the way, as long as you call them rock pants, they look cool.
Yeah.
So if you think about all of the different wonderful places to eat there are in Southern California, I've said this, I've lived in other places, but I do believe that if you're looking for any style of food, any type of food, you will find great versions of it in Southern California, potentially even on the streets. I mean, our food truck culture is strong. Our bacon wrap hot dog culture is strong. And when we started doing menu redo, we had no idea that we'd have actual items that would make the menus at some of these iconic places. The ham dogger still available at Pink's. It's half hot dog, half hamburger, twice the fun on one bun. You can see the Everything Donut. You know, Everything Bagels get all the glory, but we created the Everything Donut that is still on a truck. I forget the name of that truck, but it's still making its way around Southern California.
Curb.
Then you've got the Curb was the burrito guys.
Yeah.
They did the El Cheapo burrito, which was a slightly cheaper breakfast burrito, but it's a mystery inside. You don't know what you get in there. They went with that idea of ours. The Driving Slice, I think, still available at Ozzy's. You buy a pizza, they give you an additional slice just to eat while driving around.
Mm-hmm.
And
or waiting.
Or the wait and slice, which I think they were given to food delivery drivers. And then there was the Bob's Big Boy. Allie gave them the concept for the
It was an appetizer version of a chicken parm.
Yeah, it was like chicken tenders meets chicken parm, and I don't think they ever put that on the menu.
No.
But they told us they were going to. So now we are
would
going
have done
to,
great.
We're going to do, very excited about this. Yeasty Boys, big fan, have been for a while. I believe last week we did test out the collab they did with Prince Street, which was the pizza bagel that was available at Coachella. But now we'd like to get something a little bit more permanent on their trucks because they're all over Southern California. So we decided what better place to give our next menu redo to than Yeasty Boys.
Time for a Klein and Alley menu redo.
Let's say, hold on.
Did you hang up on him already?
I already hung up on him. I did not. Hey, Evan Fox is the founder of Yeasty Boys Bagels and is on KROQ with us right now. Good morning, Evan. How are you?
What up, guys? How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Are you at Coachella currently, or are you back here on the mainland?
I'm back on the mainland, but my crew is crushing it currently right there. So they're actually there on the campground serving right now.
Can't wait.
I am very excited because we're going to pitch you some ideas. I'm sure you hear a lot of ideas, and you have no shortage of things already available on the trucks. You've got regular bagels, you've got bagel sandwiches. There's a lot of stuff you can get, but we always try to think outside the box, and we think, can we potentially come up with the next viral, Instagrammable food sensation? And that's what everyone's chasing these days, right?
100%. I mean, I'm stoked to hear your ideas, honestly. I'm ready.
If you hate them all, you can be brutally honest. We've had many people before tell us that is so stupid, funny maybe, but stupid, I'll never do it, it'll put us out of business. And if that is the case, you can tell us that. But if there is an idea that you think has legs, we would love nothing more than for you to put it on the truck, maybe even as a sample test run. If it does well, it could be a permanent fixture. And for us, it'd be, bragging rights, but also we'd send a bunch of listeners there as well.
Love. I'm super down. Let's hear it.
All right.
The only request is don't say you like something and that you're going to do it and then ghost us, okay? Because that happened once to me, and I can't get through it again.
That's depressing. All right. Well, I deal. I won't do that to you
Okay,
guys.
thank you.
All right. This is exciting now. We're about to pitch some ideas. Everyone loves a bagel. Starting the day with a bagel. Drunk bagels are good. Allie, would you like to go ahead and start, or you want Jake? Let's get Jake's bad idea out of the way first.
Not bad.
Jake, you can pitch first. Let me guess. The maize bagel, the bagel with corn.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's not a good idea.
I should have done that.
Go ahead. You can pitch to
Good.
Evan Fox is the founder, the brains behind Yeasty Boys. You're pitching to him now, so what do you got, Jake?
All right, because the biggest critique about KROQ is that we play too much Red Hot Chili Peppers, how about a sweet and spicy cream cheese bagel? A Klein Alley Show signature sweet and spicy cream cheese combining the sweetness of Jimmy Eat World with all the chili peppers you can handle, which on KROQ is a lot.
Wow.
Okay, so you go on music themed as well, and it's spicy but also sweet.
Everyone loves a sweet and spicy moment these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Okay, I like that.
All right, moving on. That's where we're starting. Not a bad place to start. By the way, Jake, not your worst idea ever. I'm shocked. That's actually one of your better ideas.
What else do we load it?
All right, Allie.
Into the maze.
Stop it, Jake.
So I had a couple that I was wrestling with, and I guess I just mentioned them both. The first one was the gaggle. And it's the idea that you can mix and match any two tops or any two bottoms of a bagel. Sometimes it's tough to choose. Do you want sesame? Do you want plain? Do you want onion? So you can pick any two tops and any two bottoms that you want.
Why would you call that? Why would you call that the gaggle? Because for it to be a true
tops or bottoms.
If it's a true gaggle, you need a power top and a power bottom or something.
Well, you can be anything you want.
Oh, I guess. So that's interesting. I do like the bagel tops better than the bagel bottoms. I would probably go two tops.
And you could do two tops that are two completely different tops.
Huh.
Or if you love a bottom, you can do two bottoms. I don't know who those people are, but, maybe there are people who just really love the bagel bottoms.
Before you think we're being insensitive, Allie is a flaming homosexual.
Yeah.
So
got it.
point that out.
Fair.
I think we would have to put that in captions if you were to do this. But the other idea I had, Evan, is
wait, hold on. You're going to give a different idea? You have the gaggle. I may even leave the competition right now. That's how good the gaggle is.
All right, fine. All right, then I'll stand.
I thought the gaggle was going to be a bagel with two holes. An extra hole.
Yeah,
thought that's a good idea.
Well, we could do that, I guess.
All right, what's your real idea? But I think you should let Evan at least contemplate the gaggle, the gay bagel. That's a good idea.
Well, in case you were not okay with the gaggle, I came up with a backup idea, which is mainly the basic bitch bagel, and it's avocado toast in bagel form. So it would be avocado, smashed avocado, and then you can customize it if you want. But you could do the sliced cucumber, sprouts. You can do some maybe some crumbled feta, some lemon. You can add lox if you want. People get really fancy with avocado toast these days. So any kind of
crumbled feta, nice.
Yeah, I mean any kind of avocado toast creation that you think is best because you're the expert would go on the basic bitch bagel.
I didn't think the gaggle you could come up with something gayer than the gaggle, but crumbled feta, you just made the other one much
and
gayer.
Lemon.
Yeah, that's so much gayer.
And pickled radicchio.
All right, listen. Here we go.
Whoa.
We're talking right now to the founder of Yeasty Boys. You've seen their trucks all over the place. We're going to try to give them their next potentially viral food sensation, and if they like one of these ideas, they may even add it to the menu. All right. The biggest problem, you can answer this because you sell a lot of bagels, but what is the biggest problem with bagels? I've got the solution.
I'd like to hear it from you, to be honest with you. Give it to me.
The biggest problem is you're done eating it and you're still hungry. Not enough.
A bagel? A whole bagel?
A whole bagel is not enough. And so I have created, at least in theory,
I've created in my mind.
Something that is called the Biggle. It's an even bigger bagel. The bagel built for two. Here's the thing: you're not going to share it with another person. You could share it with another person, but the reality is most people order themselves the Biggle. Just like when I get myself the family share bag of M&Ms for myself. No family around.
Oh, I have family size.
The Biggle is the biggest bagel.
But how much bigger is it?
I haven't figured that out yet, but at least double the size. At least double. And I think that people will pay a premium for, look at a regular bagel and you go, yeah, right over there's the Biggle, though.
Can you do a Biggle Gaggle?
No, that's too gay. We can't do that. We got to just stick with it, one or the other. I'm not collabing with the gaggle, all right? So I present to you something to think about, which is it's a bigger version of the bagel for when you're like, you know what? I think I'm a little hungrier than one bagel. Sometimes you're not hungry enough for two, but you want a bigger bagel. The Biggle. Okay.
All right.
You've heard it does roll off the tongue.
These are brilliant. These are all pretty nice, to be honest with you. I don't. How do I choose?
I'm going to give you 3 minutes and 20 seconds during this song to think about it. I don't know if you have to, collaborate or talk to any of your partners. You can also reject all the ideas. But from what you've heard so far, do you think is there one that's? Don't tell us what it is yet, but is there one that's even like bubbling up and you say, I think we could do that, or are you still, these all need work?
No. Well, no. I think there's one that will be that in my head is going to be nice for this. To be honest with you.
Okay. Wow. All right. We may have the next big one here. Maybe the next big goal here. Who knows, Al?
Yeah.
Could be any of them. Right. In exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds, we'll find out if any of the ideas will make it to the Yeasty Boys truck. It's menu redo time on KROQ, and then we will get you into 30 Seconds to Mars one-night-only event at the Kia Forum. Those coming up on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Lots coming up this morning. Disneyland tickets will be in your future. LA Kings playoff tickets will be in your future, and potentially the next great bagel creation a collab potentially between Klein Alley Show KROQ and Yeasty Boys Truck. We'll see, Allie. We've done some of these in the past. We've had success. Some of the iconic LA food places still have our dumb ideas on their menu. And believe it or not, sometimes they do well. Other times, I think they quietly take them off the menu and never tell us that they were giant fails.
That's fine.
And sometimes they never actually put them on the menu to begin with. But we are chatting right now with Evan Fox, founder of Yeasty Boys Bagels. And they're on IG at Yeasty Boys Bagels. Of course, we'll link and all that stuff. All right, Evan, we've pitched you 3 ideas, or more than 3 ideas. Just to recap quickly, Jake gave you a sweet, spicy cream cheese mix that would collab the spiciness of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which we play a lot of on KROQ, and the sweetness of a Jimmy Eat World. Allie did bring to you Gagel, which was her joke pitch, but I think everyone loved it. It was 2 tops or 2 bottoms. You can mix and match as you damn well please.
And I did get some messages from people on the text line that are huge bottom fans.
Really?
Yeah.
Bagel
So
bottom?
I love me a bottom. Yeah, they're out
You sure
there.
they're talking about bagels?
No.
Oh. And then you've got the real idea she gave you, which was the basic bitch, basically avocado toast on bagel style. I presented you a even bigger bagel known as the Bigel.
Yeah, and
So-
some people said that is it. That's the best idea that was pitched hands down. And 562 said Klein's pitch sounds like a racial slur.
That's not a racial slur. It's a bigger bagel. Stop it.
I'm saying it.
I'm saying it. I'll just call it the B word.
It's a big ol' fail.
All right? It's not a big old fail. It's a big old win. All right, you've heard some ideas. Why don't you first eliminate the first one that you did not like? Let's eliminate one out of the gate.
All right, out the gate, I'm going to eliminate 2 out the gate.
Okay.
So mainly
Both of Allie's
because
ideas.
no. Actually, so I don't think, with the sweet and hot cream cheese and the avocado toast bagel, I think those, we're not really reinventing the wheel there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna eliminate those just off the gate. So,
Okay, wow.
So it's between Gagel and Big.
Oh, it's a bagel gaggle battle. It's a bagel gaggle battle. Oh, this is so exciting.
Klein's so happy.
Okay, this is everything I've ever dreamed of.
Okay.
This is the show I want to be
All right.
remembered for.
All right. So while I think both ideas are great, I really think that the Gagel has legs.
What? Stop it.
I really do. I've really kind of almost in my head wanted to do something like that. I'm going to give you credit for it because you just called it out. But that to me is kind of an interesting idea. And the mix and match vibe. Sometimes I want a sweet, sometimes I want a salty. By the way, our bagels, in my opinion, are pretty plump as is.
Mm-hmm.
So, bigger, I don't even know if we could fit these on the truck if they're that big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could. On top.
That's
Put them on
gonna-
top of the truck.
That too, So I don't know, man. If I had to pick one, I think the mix and match vibe is nice.
Yeah.
You keep referring to the mix and match vibe. Are you slowly moving away from the name Gagel?
I can understand if you don't want to use the word Gagel.
No, I can't.
Let's like you said, we're gonna need a disclaimer that says made by flaming homosexual. You
Okay.
said it. You said it, not
All right,
me.
right. That's
so
good.
that'll be it.
I can't wait to
Wow.
see that on the truck.
How long do you think before you start testing these out, just so we know?
Immediately.
Wow. Because, you don't really need to do any prep. You can just go.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and I'm not like a big what I want to do is the sweet and savory vibe.
Yeah.
I'm kind of I might even hit that for breakfast this morning. You know what I mean?
Well, that's exciting, Allie. Congratulations. You're the current winner of the menu reader. Let's see if it actually ends up on the truck.
You
Yeasty
can do a
Boys.
cinnamon raisin top and a jalapeno top. I mean,
That would be honestly very fire, like an egg bagel with a cinnamon raisin on the bottom. I kind of
All
I
right.
mess with that.
So the Gagel coming soon to a Yeasty Boys truck, we believe, and the Bigel is still available. So anyone wants it?
Stop saying it.
I'm gonna keep saying.
Jake is so mad.
Evan, thank you for joining us on KROQ, and thank you for Yeasty Boys. Big fan.
Much love.
All right,
Also, big
cool.
fan to you
That's
guys.
very exciting. Allie, congrats. Got yourself another win.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the fact that it's something he's wanted to do,
Mhm.
okay,
He didn't
and that's
come up
the
with that
thing.
name.
Well, yeah, he didn't come up with Gagel, and
Right.
even then, I think if maybe in Orange County they'll have to call it something else. But
We got to take a quick break. When we get back, the show will start to get decent, we believe. We've got your tickets coming up. We got some 30 Seconds to Mars for you, Kings Playoff, and all that, plus Disney after this.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ. KROQ.
Replacing your teeth with a
Allie and I are always battling out to try to be good people. Believe it or not, if you're new to the show, you may hear some of the terrible things we talk about and think, wow, these are not good people. But our goal, really, I believe, is to be good people. And we think the best thing a person can do is save the life of another person. I tried to save a dog's life. I tried to save
That was a statue.
I tried to save a man that was dead in a van or was dying in a van.
There was nobody in the van. It was a shoe.
Regardless, we've all made efforts to save people's lives. And Allie claims she came up to me.
I don't try to be a good person, though. It just happened to me. I stepped in.
She comes up to me right when I walk into the bar on Friday at Snow Summit. And she's like, hey, not to brag, but I just saved some lady's life. And I go, first of all, that is exactly why you did that, to brag. That's why you did it.
You would say it to me, and I would say it to you.
Okay.
Just updating.
You were so proud of yourself the way you... Why don't you tell your story? Because I think once you get to the thing you told me, at first I said, good job, you saved her life. Then all of a sudden there's a twist and you realize you didn't save her life at all.
No twist. No, there was a couple there, and I had been there probably 10, 15 minutes. I'd just gotten my drink. I just set down my whiskey shot and my beer, and I turn around, and this woman is appearing to throw up, but it's not throw up, it's like spit and stuff.
She saw you.
And I was like, I'm here. And I'm like,
monster.
Damn, it's like 1:15. I can't believe
Yeah.
We've gotten to this point already where someone's throwing up in the lodge.
The problem with being at a bar during the day. When you're being at a bar during the day,
especially in high altitude, it can hit you.
Sure.
So I see that she's throwing up, and I'm going, up, just another person throwing up, and I'm proceeding to take my shot. Then I see that she's stumbling around, and the guy that she's with he's got his arms around her waist and is trying to, I thought, hold her up. But then later, he's kind of like doing a motion that seems a little bit more like the Heimlich maneuver. So then I do a double take, and I go, is she choking? And he looks at me and goes, yeah, she's choking. And I was like, oh, dude, I can't believe I've just been watching this happen for the last 10 seconds. I've done nothing. So I take my hand, and I give her a big-ass slap on the back. I mean, loud, reverberating across the bar. And she cleared her throat and said, all right, I'm good.
Wait, hold on. Woman is throwing up. You think throwing up. Then you realize it's a guy doing a Heimlich on her. What is the length of time between when you witness what you think is a woman throwing up to you realize now you have a situation where there's someone that...
Probably 10 seconds.
In 10 seconds.
This was, at about 10 to 15 seconds.
And you say, is that lady choking?
Well, yeah, after I figured that I was like, why are his arms still around her?
Right.
Like just sit her down if she's throwing up, or take her outside.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't. So then I noticed that I think he's actually doing a maneuver on her. And then I was like, well, she's choking. I don't know how to do the Heimlich, and he's already doing it. So I'm just going to do the back thwap. If you get a good back thwap, it can really send...
Why are you saying it like that?
Because that's what it is. It's a thwap.
A what?
It's a thwap on the back. It's not a slap. It's a thwap.
Are you trying to do funny stuff?
No.
Are you doing Vanessa's voices? What is going on here?
Was Elmer Fudd there?
What are you saying?
It's a thwap.
Are you joking right now?
No, there's a thing called a thwap. It's like a difference. It's not a slap. It's a thwap.
What's the difference?
Thwap. It's more of a hearty, not
sounds a lot gayer when you say it.
I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm just trying to give her a nice whap, thwap.
I'm pretty sure that could be worse.
No,
you're going to lodge it deeper.
It got the thing out, and I said, what were you choking on? And she said, chicken nuggets. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm glad that I got it out. And then
glad I slapped you. Is that what you said?
And then she left. No. And then she said, don't worry, this happens to me all the time.
Okay, so here we go. So Allie thinks for one moment, wow, I went up and I...
thwapped.
Hit this woman's back and dislodged a chicken nugget from her throat that was going to kill her. So she starts taking all this glory as I'm a hero. Then the woman turns to Allie and says, don't worry, it happens all the time. So, first of all, that woman needs to rethink her.
And that could have been the last time. I think she's prone to choking for some reason.
I think she needs to chew.
Perhaps, Allie, she wasn't choking at all. She's like, maybe she eats her food like a snake or something, and that's how she takes it down.
No. He was and then I found out later that was not her partner, that was her brother. But he said that it does he confirmed that it happens a lot. And 714 said, I was there. I saw Allie do that.
No
and then
way.
I went, yes. And
Get
then
714 on the phone. I don't believe.
Call 714. You were there. You saw me do it. I see a witness.
Was it heroic what Allie did, or was it not? And if the woman says that happens all the time, then she's going around giving a lot of people false hero confidence that everyone's going, I saved this woman's life. And maybe she's just a woman that's got a small esophagus and
Hey,
can't
at least
handle
she
it.
was a human and not a statue.
Yeah, well.
I saved an actual human being.
But
you tried to save a fake dog.
Yeah, but Allie, once again, it sounds like if you didn't do it, she would have gotten it out anyway because she does it all the time.
No, but you don't know that.
You don't know that.
She stepped in without the thwap. She could have been dead because whatever her brother was doing was not working.
It was not
clearly.
working.
Well, clearly whatever her brother's
The
doing.
thwap saved her life.
It's a thwap.
You need to give FAP training.
I'm twained and flat.
Everyone is saying it differently, and I don't like any of it.
909 said for choking adults, you never hit them on the back.
Yeah.
You can cause whatever they're choking on to go further into their trachea.
That's what I thought. Like, I don't remember much from any of the CPR classes I took, but I definitely remember not to do the...
A thwap is an onomatopoeia that refers to a loud, heavy impact or the sound it makes. For example, you might describe the sound of water hitting a ship's side as a thwap.
Okay, great. Regardless, I think a lot of people, and if any of these witnesses, I don't know if any of these people on the phone were witnesses. Hold on, we got a witness on the phone. Hey, hello, Laura?
Yes.
Yeah, you witnessed this, or you were the person who choked on the nugget?
I saw everything,
Okay.
even before it happened.
Okay, all right, from your side, tell us what happened, please, and don't use that dumb word in the process. Go ahead.
So I was looking over in her direction because there was something there, and I asked my boyfriend.
What is that thing over there?
I asked my boyfriend to look for something, and then she went to go get water from the self-serve. She drank the water, and then I saw her spat the water, and I was like, "Dude, she's so drunk. Did you see her spit the water out?" And then that's when she got the I thought it was her boyfriend, but you said her brother, and then he just did the Heimlich maneuver on her, and the water projectile out.
Yeah,
and then that's when Allie came, slapped her on the back, which we're not supposed to do, but she slapped her on the back.
Okay, yeah.
You're not supposed to do that, but she slapped her on the back, and then that's when I said, "Oh no, she shouldn't do that." And I was going to get up to go help because I'm a nurse, so I was like, "Oh, I might need to help."
And I said, "Out of my way, I'm flapping."
But then she already projectile whatever she did out. But Allie did do something great. She went to go get Fiji water and gave it to her.
I did. I went and got her water. I
You didn't
forgot
pay
about
for
that.
No way Allie paid for the
So she
Fiji.
did slap her back after she already projectile whatever was in
After.
the water. And
So hold
everything.
on. Allie slapped the... Hold on. Allie beat up a woman that just
finished
survived the choking incident? You're saying...
Slapped her really hard. Too.
Right,
So,
okay.
yes.
Wait. Hold on. The nurse that was the witness, you're saying the woman already, you believe from your medical experience as a nurse, had already cleared the airwaves. And then afterwards, Allie went up and hit her. Allie went up and hit her in the back?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Projectile all that water out.
Okay. Hero, Allie.
Yeah,
Real
the
hero.
water out, but not the chicken nugget.
Guys, I think I'm more of a hero for almost saving that dog statue now that I hear the story.
Stop it.
So Allie beat up a woman.
Did you hear the part about the water? I
Yeah,
brought her
You
water.
brought her the one thing she needs.
Bought her Fiji water.
Okay.
Bought her Fiji water.
All right. Thank you. Laura, thank you for calling to confirm. Great to see you at our event. All right.
909, maybe she scams people like on that movie Choke, and Allie just intervened and screwed up her scheme.
Unbelievable.
909 said that was my sister. She was choking. I can confirm.
That the person's just messing with you. There's no way.
This was the person.
If that's true, we got to take a break. We're going to be back in a second. We got lots going on this hour on the show.
72114, I was there too, and I saw Allie smack the S out of that woman.
Okay, great. Allie beat up a woman. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Lakers playoff series starts tomorrow. You got Coachella weekend 2 starting today. We got our very own Klein Alley Show branded rock pants. If you don't want to wait in line for the bathroom at Coachella, you got to find Allie. Postmaster Johnny's going to be at Coachella this weekend as well. They'll have the rock pants on them. Find them and get yourself your very own pair. And we'll get you news in a moment. Then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin. But let's share this with you.
Okay, I said every day how much I love you guys. I listen in the morning and then again on the podcast on my way home. At this point, we're basically a family because I spend more time with you than with my actual family.
Wow.
And yes, I know Klein would probably make some funny comment about this, but the truth is that KROQ has never had a better group running the morning show. So message to your management, do more better. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the tickets.
You're very welcome. I don't know what you won from us, but thank you and congratulations. If you want to win tickets to Kings playoffs or you want to win tickets to Disneyland, we have them all for you this morning, and we'll start giving those away in about 5 minutes. Here, though, is your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
When you spend $1,000 on a 3-day event for a YouTuber, you expect to get your money's worth. And just like Firefest, people spent a lot of money on the Mr. Beast experience in Vegas. It took place at Resorts World, and as advertised, it was an immersive and unforgettable experience that included exclusive games, a Mr. Beast-themed menu, and mystery bags thought to contain limited edition merch, including one with a $10,000 gift voucher. So, of course, Mr. Beast is very well known for giving away his money, and people spent upwards of $1,000 on this 3-day event. And there were supposed to be little hints like, okay, once you arrive, you're going to wait for a package to arrive at your room, and then that's going to lead you to another part of the game, etc. And some people said, I got to the room and I waited 2 days for a package, which ended up just being a box of chocolates with nothing really attached to it, no game, and there was no Mr. Beast all weekend. And the event was apparently such a disappointment that Mr. Beast has apologized and said that it was not the experience he hoped to deliver, and he wanted to make it up to everybody by inviting them all to his studio.
Oh, wow.
So I guess that would probably... They said they didn't get any of what they promised.
I think they're casting that Beast Games Season 2 right now, and I was thinking that Postmaster Johnny should apply, because I feel like he's the kind of guy that they would let on that show, and potentially he could win, $5 million or $10 million or whatever, and then we could...
What's the competition like? What do they have to do?
On that show, it's a bunch of different things, but it's a lot of...
Don't your kids really like that game?
I watched a few episodes. It's pretty good, actually, from what I saw. It's a lot of stuff about mental warfare with money and giving money, and, it's giant...
Why would they let Johnny on there?
Well, because they always have a couple of dumb, good-looking kids on there that are running around. And,
okay.
And I feel like he'd be good at that.
And why
as well.
would Johnny be good for this?
No, but I think Johnny's very likable, and I think that he would find other people, and he could seduce them into letting him keep the millions, and then they'll backstab him, and then at the end, I'm sure he'd fall for some stupid trick and lose it all. But it'd be fun to watch. But that show, I mean, they gave away. I think by the time that whole show was said and done, I think they gave away something like $20 million, which is kind of incredible. So, of course, if you're going to take part in a Mr. Beast thing, you think there's an outside chance he's just going to go by and just start handing out big sacks of cash, because that's what he does.
Exactly. So when people didn't get that, they're like, well, this is BS.
The best idea we've never done that Omar came up with was Mr. Least, where we go around and give very little amounts of money to people.
That's right.
But we're so lazy that we can't even do that.
We haven't even done that. But
everybody was like, oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, that's about it.
We're too busy working on the Biggle.
I do want to do the Mr. Least games where everyone is competing to win big rolls of pennies.
Let's start our own rival company against the Yeasty Boys and call it Mr. Yeast.
I don't think that would work. I think that's a terrible idea. You should have quit with Mr. Least.
All right, Vanessa and I are both big fans of Shein, and I imagine most of America is that way as well. Obviously, it's a budget-friendly option for people who are into fast fashion, but I'm sad to announce that Shein and Temu are both raising their prices, and this will start next week.
Because of tariffs?
Yes, it's because of tariffs, and there's also, I guess, a loophole that they've been taking advantage of that up until now. It would allow anything going through customs that was worth less than $800 to come in the U.S. duty-free, and now that is going to go away, and that's how Shein and Temu were able to get a lot of their stuff into the U.S. free of charge. So because all of that, the operations are going to be more expensive, and now the $4 jeans that you bought on Shein are probably going to be $6 or $7 or even $8.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know, it's going to be terrible.
Loophole is just one of many holes with all Shein-related products.
Hey, I think the first pair of pants I bought on Shein had a rip in them when I got them, and I still wear them all the time.
Right. And that was not a stylish rip.
No, it was the seams were coming apart.
Yeah. But that's what you get.
I mean, the pants are thinner than paper.
Right, but you were thrilled.
That's what I know what I'm getting.
And I know that most people think that's called fast fashion. You wear it once or twice and chuck it. But not Allie. She's been rocking these pants for well over a year.
And I was reading another story yesterday about how women, specifically young women, in a lot of ways, they are the ones who kind of determine the flow of the economy because they spend the most money on
Right.
fashion, beauty, all kinds of things like that. And a lot of women are now recession-proofing themselves, and they're choosing to, say, get press-on nails online instead of going to get their nails done at a salon.
Yeah.
And so if they're not spending money, a lot of people are worried because it could lead to a recession if women are recession-proofing.
Yeah,
or
they're
finding
also going
cheaper
brunette
options.
instead of blondes, man. I don't want that.
I know, yeah. People are not keeping up the blonde lifestyle because it's too much
God.
maintenance and it's too expensive.
I believe it was a great man that once said, "Women be shopping." Women be shopping.
Woman power.
That's right. That's right. Thank
Women
you.
power, us spending money, and if
That's
we're not, then you're all doomed.
That's right. That's right.
Women should not be coaching because they are
irrelevant.
less physically strong and unable to judge what athletes should be doing.
Nothing to do with our conversation, Allie, but thank you for
Women don't count. Women don't count.
Well, Allie, we had a great conversation going about women, and now you're saying all sorts of mean
Really
stuff.
brought that out of left field, didn't I?
You sure did.
And then finally, some crosswalks were hacked in Seattle in the best way. This is something that this happened, I believe yesterday they were able to fix most of the crosswalks, but it was a phony Jeff Bezos that was telling people to cross the street.
The crosswalks hacked in Seattle and playing messages that are going viral. Tap the button, hear from a phony Jeff Bezos. Jake, has anything been done?
A strange message mimicking former Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos played throughout the day.
Hi, I'm Jeff Bezos. This crosswalk is sponsored by Amazon Prime with an important message. You know, please don't tax the rich. Otherwise, all the other billionaires will move to Florida, too. Wouldn't it be terrible if all the rich people left Seattle?
We are pausing the recording after this part. It's a reference to Luigi Mangione.
That's really bad.
The person accused of shooting and killing United Healthcare CEO
not good.
earlier this year. But the message ends like this.
And then normal people could afford to live here again. Jeffrey Bezos.
That's a great.
It's amazing.
I know,
great
and then
work.
like blind people who need the crosswalk are like, what is happening?
Do I go or not?
I know. Does this mean I can cross?
Let's get into a brand new hour of the show. The second we're done with this one from Green Day, who you'll be seeing if you're heading to the desert.
Time to listen to me.
show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to your weekend. We are Klein Alley Show. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming back to KROQ. You're listening in your ears. You're watching us on YouTube, streaming live right now. And I'm not going to say it increases your chances of winning if you are watching and listening, but sometimes you miss stuff because you're distracted. Distracted driving. Very dangerous. That's why we recommend you check us out on YouTube as well. The more distracted you are, I believe they cancel each other out, and then you're focused. And that's what it's all about. This hour on the show, including right now, tickets for you to go to a one-night-only affair with 30 Seconds to Mars, celebrating 20-year anniversary of A Beautiful Lie. They will play the album in its entirety. Jared Leto was on with us earlier this week to talk about some of the many surprises they have in store for you that night. I would imagine guest musicians joining and some songs they have never played live for over a decade. So if you'd like to win those tickets, call us now for the return of 5-10-20. 3 songs that you heard for the very first time on KROQ. As recently as 5 years ago, as long as 20 years ago. Put them in the right order and win your way in to celebrate the 20th anniversary of A Beautiful Lie at the Forum, happening on August 16th.
And when we talked to Jared Leto earlier this week, he admitted that there are certain songs on the album he forgot even existed.
Yeah.
And now he's going to have to relearn some of those songs. And he's like, oh, I forgot about that one. That was a good one.
So anyway, we will get to that game in a moment. And if you're able to successfully stack the songs in the right order, you will be at that show. Tickets officially go on sale at 10 a.m. this morning. The pre-sale started already. I'm sure it'll sell out, so you might as well win your way in before you can even buy them. We'll do that this hour. Also, very excited for some Johnny Doesn't Know hockey to get you into Kings playoff. We'll do that as well. And the box of shame rears its ugly head later this hour on KROQ. K-Rock. We are Klein Alley's show. It's time to time travel back to songs you once heard on K-Rock, songs that you heard for the very first time on this station as recently as 5 years ago, songs we're still playing now, but songs that, time has a way of getting away from you. And then when you hear about a big anniversary like we have coming up for this 30 Seconds to Mars album, celebrating the entire album from start to finish, happening at the Kia Forum on August 16th. It's been 20 years since A Beautiful Lie, which changed emo forever. And some people are going, I can't believe it's been 2 decades. Even Jared Leto was saying it's hard for him to realize, even though he's done a lot of stuff since that album came out.
And even though he looks exactly the same as he did 20 years ago.
Better, maybe.
I think so.
All that food he's been eating out of his beard, as he told us. But regardless, we decided it'd be a great chance for us to bring back the game, 5, 10, 20. If this person is successful, they'll win the tickets. If they fail, the tickets could become yours. It's time for 5, 10, 20.
I am the one who knocks. Why so serious?
I am a golden god!
Because we are here on Easter weekend, let's say hi to Jesus. Good morning, Jesus.
Morning, guys. Sweet Dibbits.
Sweet Dibbits, thank you for being on with us.
What a resurrection, huh?
We are going to give you an opportunity right now to win your way into this show happening at the Forum, one night only, celebrating 20 years.
I actually played Allie on Allie Knows the News that I lost.
Great. What a history.
All right. That's a beautiful. So even
I once played another game and lost.
Well, welcome back to K-Rock. It's
Thank
a chance for you to truly have a resurrection. If you lose again, everyone will be rooting against you. I know it's not a popular week to root against Jesus, but if you do root against this guy, and if he loses, then these tickets will go to a caller 20, so be ready to call and claim your tickets. I'm going to give you 3 songs. They all were songs that you probably heard for the very first time on K-Rock. One of them debuted exactly 5 years ago. 1 from 10 and 1 from 20. Put them in the right order and win your way into the 20th anniversary of A Beautiful Lie. Are the rules simple enough for you to understand?
Yes.
Okay. Here is your first song. I'll give them all to you. Do not stack them until you hear all 3 because you will mess yourself up. Song number 1 comes from a band that was just at Coachella. This is a little band known as Weezer. Song called Beverly Hills, about everyone's favorite zip code here in Southern California, 90210. We go to band number 2 right now, song number 2, which you heard on K-Rock for the very first time as well. Glass Animals. Heat Waves. You could not avoid hearing this song at every pool you went to, and still probably can't. For every summer, it's a summer song for sure.
This was a summer anthem, a very specific year. But was it a year recently or not so recently?
And we go to your third and final song now. So we gave you Weezer, Beverly Hills, and then we gave you Heat Waves from Glass Animals. And song number 3, a band that has a new album that just dropped, Mumford and Sons. This is called The Wolf. Songs have a way of transporting you back to different times in your life. You lost your virginity, you were in college, you were dating someone that now you no longer talk to, but you still stalk on Instagram. Regardless, please tell us in order. 1 from 5, 1 from 10, and 1 from 20. If you're able to successfully do that, you'll be celebrating 20 years since A Beautiful Lie, 30 Seconds to Mars. Go ahead, Jesus, whenever you're ready.
All right, Weezer 20 years ago, Mumford & Sons 5 years ago, and the second song was 10 years ago.
All right, so I'm just going to say this back to you so you don't switch it around, so make sure I got it right. You believe from the year 2005 it was Weezer's Beverly Hills. From 2015 it was Glass Animals, Heat Waves, and then most recently from 2020 Mumford & Sons, The Wolf. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, let's find out if he's right. If he is right, the tickets are his. He's going to the party. If not, those tickets could become yours. Please play us the song from exactly 20 years ago. All right. Off to a good start. Can't believe it, but that was from 2005. 2 decades ago. It was Weezer. All right, so you got 1 right. If you get 2 right, it means you definitely get 3 right. So let's find out. Please play us the song now from 10 years ago. Is it Glass Animals, Heat Waves? This is the song
Jesus.
from 2000. Come on. And pull that
You want that
close.
clean? I'll give you another one. Ready? Come on, Jesus.
From 2015. Please play us the song. Oh, no. Jesus. Jesus. Did you just say, God damn it, Jesus?
God damn it.
God damn it.
Dad.
All right, well, unfortunately for you, it was Mumford & Sons gave us The Wolf from 10 years ago, which means your song from 5 years ago, and officially the anthem of all things 5 years ago. It was. So that means, Jesus, you lose, and I hate to say it on this, your Easter Sunday, we have to say, caller 20 right now, you will be stealing the tickets from Jesus.
Man.
He died for your sins, and he'll be dying again right now. 800-520-1067. We're going to come back and give those tickets away to caller 20, and the show will continue next.
KROQ.
Get out your bunny ears at 9, noon, 3, and 6.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
We're stuffing your Easter basket with tickets to Disneyland After Dark, Star Wars Night, happening May 6th. Not only will you find the tickets, you'll find all kinds of happy at the Disneyland Resort. You'll even find a travel to a galaxy far, far away kind of happy. Keep listening to win. And happy K-Rockster from KROQ. Not a real holiday, but we aren't coming in that day anyway.
K-Rock.
We are Klein Alley Show, but enough about us. In our studio right now, the great Marcus Mumford of Mumford & Sons is here.
Hello.
I would say that of all the K-Rock artists, you would be on the Mount Rushmore of K-Rock artists.
That's very sweet. I've just walked past the kitchen where we played.
I remember you guys played a very memorable set right there in that kitchen. Of all the venues you played, that's got to be one of the most memorables.
And then you guys very politely put our picture on the wall before I got here.
Yep,
which
just
was very
put it up.
sweet of you as well.
Oh, they're already taking it down. They just put the offspring back up. There you go.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain's coming in soon. That's why that picture's up.
We just keep waiting. We say if we hang his picture,
He'll come in eventually.
He'll come back. I know you have an announcement, but the announcement is not really an announcement. It's an announcement about an announcement.
I'm here to talk about absolutely nothing. That's why I'm here. Yeah.
Well, they were very strict with us about how we have to tease an announcement that's not happening now. It's happening later, but we can't talk about it. But we should talk about it.
I'm just living in fear that I mess it all up or say what I think Vanessa referred to as a bad word. And I checked out some of my bad words on her, and apparently they're all bad.
Yeah, because
there were none of them that got through the Vanessa filter.
Yeah, she's very strict about
the words. So I can't say bad words, and I can't tell you what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this year.
So why are you
with
here?
New music out? So I'm just here to hang out.
We'll take you.
Make sure my picture's still on the wall.
Cool.
Yeah,
we'll just talk about the Super Bowl then.
That's all right. That's what everyone's talking about. You're going to watch it?
I'm going to watch it with glee.
Yeah.
Are you rooting for anybody, or do you care?
Well, here's the thing. I think circa 1990, whatever it was, if you're a neutral and you're watching that Jordan team the first time with the three-peat, you probably want to see history made, right? So I suppose I'm supporting the Chiefs, but that make me very unpopular with some of my greatest friends in Philadelphia. So
yeah. Except their fan base is a terrible fan base. But you those aren't your words; those are my words. But we were talking about this earlier. It's interesting because you were born right here in Southern California.
Yes, I think you referred to me as playing both sides.
Yeah, you could. You could play. Yeah, because you could play both sides. And I wonder is it ever useful to you to be the Californian or as opposed to the the fine, upstanding British gentleman?
I whip it out.
You do
every now and then. Yeah, it's like a little trump card.
Right.
Well, that's probably the wrong word, actually. I sang California with Joni Mitchell at the Hollywood Bowl, and at that moment, I was very much from California.
Right.
And then when we're discussing political issues at home in the UK, I'm very much not an American.
Right, got it. So you can play both sides.
I'm a dual citizen, so I feel like a spy at the airport because I've got 2 passports, and I'm very proud of that, actually. I really am.
I know that one of the things we can talk about is, and we're going to listen to Rushmore in a second, it's your single that's doing very well right now, but also the name of the album that'll be out on March 28th. First album you guys have put out in, I think, 7 years as a band. You did some solo stuff. Did you miss doing the collaborative thing?
Yes.
Very much
with
so.
all my heart. Yeah,
right.
I was longing to get back, and it actually started for us 2 years ago in Los Angeles. I was living here, and Ted and Ben both came out, and we just started by playing some instruments together in the room, and then these songs started coming.
So was there a plan then to create a new album, or that just started happening?
It was like, let's just see how it feels. This is a choice. It's not, we don't have to do this. No one's forcing us to do this. Let's do it if it feels right. And these songs just started pouring out of us. And it's been 2 years. It's been the most prolific 2 years of my life.
So then how was it then just doing your own solo thing? Did it feel a little lonely because you're so used to working with these guys?
I was surrounded by really wonderful collaborators, people like Phoebe Bridgers and Monica Martin, Danielle Ponder, Blake Mills, all these cats that I really admire that I wanted to work with and haven't been able to, in the band setting for, because you can't work with everyone. So I got to, enjoy leaning into some of those collaborations. I was surrounded by people, but I really missed the band, and everyone wanted to come back and just see what it felt like. Ted and Ben and I just in a room together, see what it felt like, and it felt great. And now we're sitting on all this material, and I'm not allowed to talk about it all, but there's a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs. So we're starting here, and yes, with Rushmere, which comes out in March, but there's a lot of songs.
And you got to kill ones that you probably think are great, but there's just not space, even though...
Yeah, we've edited it down to 60 or something. There's a lot of songs.
60?
Yeah, there's a lot.
You've whittled it down to 60?
Well, it's been 2 years in the studio.
Dang.
Yeah, and also they were apart for some time, too, so think of all that just comes flowing out again.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about this, because I know you did the theme song, or theme music, the score for Ted Lasso. That was you, right?
Yeah.
That was your doing, and what a successful show that has been.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this thing the other day that said the band Devo, one of their songs is used on the show Ridiculousness, which, as you know, on MTV just plays around the clock. It's just nonstop, and they're making millions of dollars from that. When you provide a theme song for a show and it becomes a very successful show, that's got to feel so much better than if your music gets put on a show that's canceled after 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think so. Although, because of the format that show's watched, most people just know the drum fill that go digga digga dig, yeah, and then it's skip intro.
Right, we'll skip it.
Yeah, so they just hear the digga digga, yeah.
So you get paid for the first 3 seconds there.
Yeah, no, not at all, really. But yeah, and I think it was when they won a bunch of Emmys, it was just that drum fill and that first note. And then they cut it.
So when you watch Ted Lasso, I'm sure you do you skip intro, or do you sit through your song?
I've never watched it, because I watched it because I scored the first two seasons, so I watched it a lot. That it took me a lot of time and energy.
Marcus, you have a couple Grammys under your belt. Your beautiful wife, Carrie Mulligan, also has an Oscar. She
doesn't yet, actually.
She hasn't gotten it yet?
It's a source of real contention, actually. Yeah,
no. Thanks for bringing that up,
disappointment.
No, I thought she won an Oscar last year.
No, she's been nominated 3 times for Best Actress.
She didn't win for Maestro?
She did not, but this is the thing about that's why a nomination is like a win, because no one really remembers.
Okay, but she has many awards, and so do you, is my point. And do you have an awards room? Do you have a place where you put them all, or are they just in a bathroom?
That's exactly where they are. Yeah, they're in our downstairs loo.
So do you have a competition that I have more awards than you, Carrie? Oh, nominated. Man, that must be rough.
Do you know what? There's some really questionable ones. Anything that's glass doesn't really count as an award.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's glass.
Or it's just an innocuous shape.
Yeah, and there's some good ones that are certificates, I think Grammy nominations are cool, but they're certificates. You don't get a statuette. I suppose you have to win.
You get like a diploma almost from the Grammys that say you've been nominated?
We watched the Grammys on Sunday. We're here in Los Angeles at the moment for a while, and I watched with my kids, and the first bit comes up, and they're like, "Oh, Daddy, you got those?
Yeah,
I recognise that.
That's great. Those are from our bathroom. We have those in our bathroom. That's good stuff. Well, we're going to play Rushmere now, and what would you like to say about it before we put it on KROQ for the masses?
Nothing.
All right, here we go. Let's time. Here it is. You cannot skip this. This is Rushmere, of course. Marcus Mumford in KROQ Studios as we speak. is a bad idea, guys. I'm telling you that right now. Good morning. It's KROQ. It's Klein Alley Show. I got the whole family in here today because it's spring break. My wife's out of town. And
babysitters don't exist.
Babysitters fell through, so here we are
They've
now.
all quit.
They've all quit. Most of them have quit. So I got my dog in here. I got the kids in here now. And hasn't this been...
Johnny and Vanessa are subbing as dog sitters and kids
I think technically my kids are babysitting Johnny, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
And they've never even heard the intro, the great intro Omar put together about how my kids hate me. Girls, you having fun today at the radio station?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is Johnny, do you think you're smarter than Johnny or no?
I'm way smarter than Johnny, 100%.
Yeah.
Google Plus.
I don't know what that means.
They're doing shout-outs? All right, shout-out!
All right.
Johnny is dumb.
Okay,
Johnny is a dumb head.
All right, let's
But Dad's a stupid man.
all right, great. Thank you.
You made another stupid man?
Yeah.
Girls, we don't need to talk about all of the... I know you've said some mean things about the people that work at
I think Johnny's going to go to HR after this.
And Vanessa's
Vanessa's a what? I want to know.
I don't want to know.
I want to know. That would be nice. Vanessa's a penis head.
All right.
Yeah.
Guys.
Olivia, I prayed at church.
She said penis head. Penis head.
Guys, calm down. There's a song. Omar, do you have the intro? Omar made
I
this.
have it here.
Girls,
I have it
listen.
standing by, yeah.
Omar made this song for you. I want you to hear this. And you can confirm or deny for once and for all that this is not true. Listen to this. Okay, go ahead.
Klein's kids hate him.
Shut up.
Klein's kids hate him. Klein's kids hate him cause he's a bad dad.
It's not okay.
Okay, stupid old
Klein's kids hate him.
fat boy.
Klein's kids hate him.
Yeah.
Klein's kids hate him cause he's a bad dad.
What?
I want this on your radio. I do not want to do the same on your radio. You are crazy, Dad.
All right.
Girls, what do you think of your intro?
Do you like the song that you guys are a part of?
I hate it.
Okay.
I hate it.
All right, good. Thank you. But you love me, right? You love me?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I do not.
now you're
Okay, hold on a second.
Now you're trying to get. Now she's just trying to be
So,
sensational.
Klein, your dad has been taking care of you guys a little bit more lately because your mom's been out of town. And how does your daddy do when it's just the three of you?
He's a mean head.
No, come on. See now, can you be an
He's
answer?
good.
Thank you, Sienna, for telling the truth.
You hear that, CPS?
No one. CPS, don't listen to this.
Sometimes he's good.
Stop it.
What is the best thing that your dad has? What
Thank
is the
you.
best thing your dad has done for you in your during your spring break?
I don't know. Nothing.
Okay, great. It's like they're trying to get a reaction.
Hey, what do you think your dad does for a living?
What do you
I don't know.
Well, we're doing it right now.
He probably goes poop a lot.
That is
Okay.
hilarious.
Great. Crushing it.
Does cold plunge.
Yes, he does do
Yeah.
cold plunges.
He does Pilates.
Okay.
Wow.
That's Pilates?
Yay.
You do Pilates?
Hey, girls,
What
what did you guys...
Can we stop doing this?
What did you guys think when Daddy came home and his tips were dyed bleached?
When
blonde?
my hair was blonde, what did
He
you
was
say?
stupid.
Thank you. Great. All right. Super.
As opposed to now, and he's still stupid.
All right. And now that my hair is back to normal color, am I still stupid or no?
No.
Hey,
All right.
did you girls know that your daddy has two buttholes?
Okay.
He
Allie?
does.
Yeah.
Allie?
That's why I poop so
That's why he's pooping so much. Yeah.
Guys, very inappropriate.
Would
Inappropriate.
your dad be cool if he got a piercing?
I want to have a serious conversation with you about something.
wait.
No, you wait. I want to have a serious conversation with you now. Yeah, excuse me.
What? Do you know what joke they're about to tell?
I don't, but I don't want to hear it. Listen to me right now.
How many?
It's gonna be.
What is she about to say?
It's going to be inappropriate. Sienna, Olivia,
how
be
many
careful.
what?
You will lose your play date later.
Oh, don't take away her play date.
Listen
Stop.
to me. Listen
How
to
many nipples does he have?
See, it's not funny. Great.
Does she know about the nipple?
No, she doesn't. Jake, no. Listen to me, girls. I want to tell you something quickly. Olivia, Sienna,
He's getting
both of you.
pierced.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
You've been playing a lot of Roblox lately. I don't know if you heard yesterday. There's a big story that happened where a kid was playing Roblox and then got abducted by a kidnapper. And we talked about what happens if you try to get kidnapped. And what is your plan?
What happens if you try to get
if someone tries to kidnap
I'll
you?
just say no. You're a stupid head.
All right, good. And what is your plan, Sienna, if someone tries to kidnap?
Because it's so easy. You can just say whatever you want. to them or just run away on Roblox. I would punch them in the penis.
Okay.
That actually is a great answer.
Yes.
And call Spencer.
Okay, goodbye. All right.
And call Spencer.
Who's Spencer?
I don't know.
Is that the real dad?
Probably. Thank you, girls.
Make it
Johnny doesn't know to get into in a moment. Up for grabs, tickets for you to see the Kings do some playoff hockey against the Edmonton Oilers. Ooh, it's a real tariff battle. America versus Canada. You will be there. Game's on Monday. We would love you to join. All you got to do is get on the phone now, 800-520-1067 for some Johnny Doesn't Know, all things Kings. And it will not just be hockey, maybe hockey, but it could just be all their King trivia, things about Kings. What will Johnny know and not know? All you have to do is predict, will he not? And your Kings tickets will be after this one from Joe. Coachella tonight. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Tickets for you to go to the Kings. Playoff tickets can be yours, and all you got to do is play a little game with us. Call Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
You got the LA Kings playoff battle against the Edmonton Oilers on Monday, and we've got your tickets to get into that game right now with some Johnny Doesn't Know. If you predict correctly, Allie will write your name down, and one of you will win the tickets to the game. Johnny, you having fun this morning?
It's a great time, dude. It's like a circus back there. It's like Chuck E. Cheese all over again.
All right, wonderful. Is that because Vanessa was the rat at Chuck E. Cheese?
Vanessa's the rat. We got kids.
She's going to come out of retirement and put on a rat costume?
Oh, yeah.
My kids would be starstruck if they knew she was the Chuck E. Cheese rat.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
they love Chuck E. Cheese?
That would be like a celebrity for
Don't
them.
ruin the surprise for them, though.
That's okay. They know it's a tiny Colombian woman inside.
Stop it.
Hey, let's say hi to Daniel in Los Angeles. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning. Shout out to the Net Bangers.
All right, Net Bangers, thanks for watching the show as it continues to chug along on YouTube. You can find us there. You can see Allie modeling the brand new Klein Alley Show diaper for Coachella.
Yeah, I had
You
to
can
take
see
it off for a little bit.
All sorts of stuff that happened. Let's get to the first question for Johnny Doesn't Know. All things Kings related, because Kings tickets are up for grabs. Will Johnny know the answer to this question? What are the 4 suits of Kings in a deck of cards? Will Johnny know this, yes or no?
I'm just going to go no by default.
All right.
It's good default.
When in doubt, no is the answer. Johnny, in a deck of playing cards, what are the 4 suits of Kings? He says you will not know. Do you know? Wow, you look so shocked.
Well, I'm thinking because I think you're going to try to like trick me again and be like, but I'm thinking in my head, like, what type of suits do they wear? Like, is it like, there's a king and a queen, but like, what type of suit? Like, if they have the ruffle collar thingy around
you're
their
right.
neck?
You're going the right. Yeah, you're definitely moving in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. You're on the right track.
I'm definitely not in the right direction then if you're saying, yeah, I'm in the right direction.
Johnny's
All right,
getting smarter.
There. All right, so the first suit is ruffle. What are the 4 suits of Kings in a deck of cards? That is the question. He said you won't know. Joker? Okay,
Joker.
That's 1.
He's not a king, though, but Joker's like in the court world.
Yep.
Queen.
That's 2.
No, that's 3. Joker, king, queen.
Okay, you're right. Sorry about that. That's 3.
And the ace.
And the ace.
The
That's
ace.
That's your
You
answer?
just named 4 cards.
Yeah, what were they wearing? I don't know what the queen was wearing. Probably like a dress.
Talk more about the suits.
Okay, so like the king's wearing like the ruffle thingy. The queen's also wearing the ruffle thingy around her neck. But then back then, though, they both wore that because it was like ambidextrous to wear that. So they could both wear it.
Well, that is also
now,
wrong.
Do you know what the word ambidextrous means,
That's not.
Johnny?
Let's
left-handed and right-handed, yeah. But in this case,
Johnny, let me backtrack here. You're so far off. By the way,
You said I was close
Daniel,
away.
congratulations, you got that right. Johnny, have you heard about when people say the term suits of the cards have suits?
I don't play cards or gamble or anything. I don't know this world.
Okay. All right.
What is it, though?
You've ever heard of like diamonds, King of Diamonds?
Spades.
There you go.
There you
You got any other ones?
Joker.
Nope.
No.
Queen.
All right, Daniel, hold on.
Queen. You're just going back to the same answer.
I
It
don't
was
even
right before.
Johnny, King.
Everything made more sense when your kids were in here. How is that possible?
It's crazy. I know. Johnny's not my kid, by the way, if you're just joining us.
Wow.
Johnny, diamonds, clubs, spades, and
cards.
I don't know. All right, forget it.
Hearts.
That's fine.
Oh, hearts.
Let's say hi to Will, Costa Mesa.
Club of Hearts. Okay.
Nope, also wrong.
Wait, what?
Will?
Club of
welcome,
Hearts.
welcome to KROQ. Good morning.
What's up, Klein and Alley?
Hi.
Would you call this an educational show
Sweet
today?
Divots.
Sweet Divots. All right, the questions are all things about Kings. Up for grabs, tickets to see the Kings. All you got to do is predict, will Johnny know or not know? This one's dangerous. King Arthur became king after he pulled a what out of a what? Will Johnny know this?
Oh, wow.
No.
Do you know
No.
this, Will? Don't say it, but do you know this?
I do.
Okay, I just want to make sure these questions are not impossible.
No.
Johnny,
This
King
is probably
Arthur...
the most famous king story.
I would think so too, but Ali, I second guess everything here. Johnny, King Arthur became king after pulling a what out of a what? He says you will not know.
Is it like at Disneyland? Like in Fantasyland? Like in Disneyland, they have that one photo op place where you could pull the little
interesting.
sword
Out of the what?
out of the rock. You can pull the sword out of the rock.
Wow.
Right?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Are you looking at me for validation?
Because I was waiting for you to say something.
Will in Costa Mesa, I'm sorry. You said Johnny wouldn't know, and the sword out of the stone
Storm, yeah.
Yeah,
the sword
that
storm.
is Sword Out of the Rock. We will accept that as the right answer, even though he didn't know, but still interesting how he gave us that, but he
I
got
got it right, yeah.
You kind of backed into it just with Disneyland Experience, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
Say hi to Alvin and give him a shot as well. It's Johnny Doesn't Know All Things Kings. Tickets up for grabs to go see the Kings playing hockey on Monday. Playoff Kings hockey. Johnny, here we go. Johnny, this is a Burger King question. Another King.
Yes.
If a Whopper weighs a quarter pound, how many Whoppers would you need to eat a pound of burger? Will Johnny know this, yes or no?
I have no faith in him. I'm going to say no.
All right, Johnny. If a Whopper weighs a quarter pound, how many Whoppers would you need to eat a pound of burger?
Allison, hand me my paper and pen.
Oh, boy. He's
got to draw some burgers.
I got to draw the burger, actually,
Draw
first.
some burgers. This is not a joke. You can watch this happen live. If you want to see a man's head look like it's on the verge of exploding, you can check out YouTube right now. Johnny's attempting.
Wait, what burger, though?
You've drawn one burger.
It is let's just
Whopper.
call it a Whopper because it's Burger King.
Those are pretty big, actually, too.
But
He
I've
told you how
the
much.
weight.
Oh, wait, how much was it?
Quarter pound.
A quarter pound, yeah.
You don't need to draw those tomatoes.
But wait.
That's better with tomatoes.
Yeah, cheese or no cheese?
Have it your way.
Vanessa's yelling in my ear that we are way behind on time, so you need an answer kind of quickly. How many quarter-pound hamburgers from Burger King would you have to eat 1 pound of burger? He says you will not know.
A quarter of a pound. Because it's a quarter of a pound. But that's even at McDonald's, though. That's not at Burger King. Quarter pound? How much is a quarter pound of a quarter pound burger?
No.
Is a quart?
How many
is a pound?
How many would you have to eat to get to a pound?
Oh, 4? 4 cheeseburgers.
Oh.
Alvin, you should. I mean, listen. He looks
There
confused.
you go. I love it.
He drew it, and that means only one person was successful in this edition of Johnny Doesn't Know. Daniel.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You're going to go see the Kings play hockey on Monday.
Nice.
Get excited. And
Go Kings,
thank
go.
you. Quick break. More show after
Thank
this.
you.
KROQ.
Klein
Alley Show. The world famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Goddamn, since listening to these songs that were recorded yesterday for Tone Deaf for Coachella, I realize it's just easier to buy tickets. At this point, it's just easier to just go buy tickets, even if you have to pay more than they would be face value. Because to win them from us at KROQ, which of course the incentive for us is you listen, you interact with the show, you leave here with a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You're at Coachella, courtesy of your friends here at KROQ, Klein Alley Show. That's great. But after hearing these versions of songs, they are done so badly that the artists that are going to be performing these real songs in the desert at Coachella, this could actually have the power to ruin some of your favorite songs. I'm just warning you.
You think this is ruining a classic song?
I'm that bitch. Yeah, been that bitch. Still that bitch. I will forever be that bitch.
You know, the problem is that Vanessa is not great with tone. I also suffer from the tone deaf, which is why if I'm ever at a concert and you see me there, you'll never see me singing along. I respect the people around me too much to ever try to belt out the lyrics of the songs to compete with the lead singer on stage. When Billy Joe's up there singing Green Day at Coachella, I'm not going to be trying to outsing Billy Joe.
Yeah, you're just there bobbing your head off beat.
That's right. That's right. Off to the side. No, not in anyone's way. Don't you worry about me. It's time for Tone Deaf for Coachella. Everybody who's able to correctly predict the songs that are being performed by Vanessa or myself, Allie's going to write your name down, and one of you will leave here with actual tickets to Coachella. Unless no one gets theirs right, in which case you'll just be lucky enough to be a caller 20 situation. So here we go. Let's say hi to Kaya from Echo Park. Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for being here on KROQ. Thank you for starting your day with us. Let's give you just a sampling. There's a lot of bands, a lot of groups, a lot of artists that will be at Coachella. We've attempted to do our best versions of these songs.
And some of them, to be fair, even though you're tone deaf, they don't even have notes in them. They're just rapping.
Right. So just
and you
don't
still can't really
judge us accordingly. All right. Here's the first one. If you're able to figure out what song this is, or better yet, which artist this is that will be at Coachella. We're just
we need both song and artist.
Song
right?
and artist. All right.
sure.
Here we go. Kayla, you're up on the clock first. Here we go. My baby want a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries. The list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. Oh, one. That's enough, I think.
Oh, one.
That's enough.
That's so much of the song and still so unclear.
That is an artist that will be at Coachella. Any idea who that artist is and what that song is?
Oh my God, Shabuzi.
And the song is called?
Bar song?
Into the 2, to the 3, to the 4. Tell them, bring another round. We need plenty more. 2-stepping on the table. She don't need a dance floor. Oh good Lord. That sounds the same to me. You got it. Similar.
Not at all.
Very similar. Ain't working.
So hard.
She got it right. Good job.
You know what's crazy is I've heard that song so many times, and I know exactly the part you're singing, and I still couldn't figure it out.
All right, well, I think they sounded the same, right, Kaya?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Thank you. Hold on one second. She's a step closer to Coachella tickets. My baby want a Birkin. All right. Thank you.
Oh, the Birkin.
Let's say hi.
Sounds so, like, perverted.
It's trying to do.
One guy turned on by a Birkin.
Yeah.
Trying to do country.
So weird.
Jake, good morning. Welcome to Tone Deaf for Coachella. You ready to win your way in?
Good morning. I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. If you can identify the song and the artist that will be at Coachella based on a version I've done or Vanessa's done, you could potentially be at Coachella. Here we go.
Change my pitch up. Smash my bitch up. Dude.
I wish we could change her pitch up for sure. Hold on.
We can pitch it down, probably.
Change my pitch up. Smash my bitch up. Smash my bitch up. Smash my bitch up. I don't do the instrument.
All right. So, Jake, any guesses as to which Coachella artist and what song that is?
Oh, God. That is something I've never heard before.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
I know.
Even the lyrics you should get.
I mean, yes, but it's so different from the original that I could understand why that would be tricky. So, Jake, you're going to hang up on yourself?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is what she was attempting to do. Prodigy right there?
Say. Change my pitch up. Smash my bitch up.
Kind of the same.
The same fervor, the same out of 10.
Same words.
Same words.
Only one person has gotten theirs right so far, and
means we just have to do a bunch more.
The listener, and I don't think we're out of time.
No, we're not.
So let's bring on Kevin Ryder. Goodbye. All right, we move on and say hello to contestant number 3 from the 310. Welcome to your chance to go to Coachella. You've come this close. Tickets, 3-day tickets, weekend one. It's a song that you should know. At least I hope you'll know. Take a listen, and let's see how you do with this. Is this Kaylee?
Yep.
Good morning. Are you ready to go?
I hope so.
All right. This is a Coachella artist, headliner even. Here we go.
Twiddle my thumbs or just a bit. I'm sick of all the same old S in a house with unlocked doors, and I'm effing lazy. Bite my lips and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm so damn bored. Going blind, and I smell like ass.
All right. That is a, believe it or not, a Coachella headliner as
That sounds
performed
so sad.
by Vanessa. Yeah, that song, I didn't realize was such a sad song
I
until hearing it
know.
that way. What song, which band is that?
That is Longview by Green Day.
Nice job. Same.
Good job. Good job, Kaylee. All right, that's Kaylee. Kaylee got hers right as well. Green Day will be at Coachella, and hopefully you'll be there, which means two people have gotten theirs right. We go to Anaheim and say hi to Michael right now. Tone deaf for Coachella. Good morning, Michael.
Woo! Morning.
Here we go. You are on the clock. Don't screw this up. This could be your whole future. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, never reverse it. Ting na ma na ma na na. If you got a big KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Let's get to your news now.
Never on the show, dude.
No. They tasted the fame
gotta
now.
taste the fame.
They're
Yeah.
literally trying to come in at every break.
Every break
Come
now
in,
they want
girls,
to rush
Olivia.
it. No, they're done.
Sally,
they're done. They
what's the
had
other
their
one's
moment.
name?
Sally.
Let's go with Sally. They had a good run. They got to say penis on the radio.
Oh, Daddy's afraid of letting him on the air because they're going to overtake his job.
Or tell us more about Spencer.
Yeah, who is Spencer?
That was a weird thing.
Some
That was very strange.
person she has a crush on, I think. Anyway, we have to get into this. We want to give away Disneyland tickets, and now my kids are all upset because they're like, "Why don't I get Disneyland tickets?" Well, we're giving them to someone else. Sorry, that's how it works. Let's
You
get
should
into
have
it.
somebody battle your kids for them.
No, we have to just give them away. We've done enough, and then we'll get to the Dank Tank next hour on the show as well.
Great, your
Just
kids will love that.
A pre-420 edition of the Dank Tank. Get your ideas on the radio. All of that can happen, but first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
I know what you're thinking. Why aren't there more Star Wars movies? Ever since Disney acquired Star Wars, they've been cranking out shows and movies like crazy. A lot of die-hard fans have been upset at the watering down of the legacy of Star Wars, but maybe, just maybe, Ryan Gosling can right the ship. Ryan Gosling will join the Star Wars universe by starring in a new movie, Star Wars Starfighter. This was announced at a Star Wars Celebration event in Japan. The movie comes out in 2027. It's approximately 5 years after Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, which was released in 2019, but it will be outside the whole Skywalker story, and it will be its own standalone film. And if you're keeping track at home, some of the last few movies and shows that are Star Wars related that have come out in the last 6 years are The Mandalorian, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, The Book of Boba Fett, Star Wars The Bad Batch, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and/or Star Wars The Tale of the Jedi, Ashoka, Star Wars Tale of the Empire, The Acolyte, and The Skeleton Crew. That's just the last 6 years.
Nothing with Jar Jar Binks. They're really blowing a great opportunity here.
I'm sure it'll come in time.
If he's not involved in this Ryan Gosling project, it will be a total flop.
And I loved Star Wars, and I was into it for a time, and now I just feel, yes, I'm still interested, but it's so hard to keep up with, and when it becomes too hard to keep up with, like I saw a trailer for something, I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is. There's a Star Trooper. Is it about a Star Trooper? I'm not sure what's going on, but I can't keep up, so I'm just going to disengage.
I was thinking to myself, when life is simple, and by that I mean, you don't have a lot of drama in your life, maybe you don't have any kids going on, things are going fine. You can have complicated shows, movies, but once your life gets super complicated, I need
Can't pay attention.
I need everything to be super dumbed down for me. I don't have the brain power anymore.
You can watch the same movie over and over again and be surprised.
Yes.
Same with Marvel, I would argue, because there's Marvel movies that I love, and I was watching them all in order, and then it just became so crazy that I'm like, I don't know. To be able to really get involved in something, I think that's also part of why people like Taylor Swift, because all the songs are connected and the albums are going, in tandem with things in her life, and it feels like this giant puzzle, and that's what people feel like about Star Wars and Marvel movies too. But when is it too much content?
No offense to anyone who listens to our show outside of Southern California, and I always refer to the people that live, in the middle of the country as the flyover dummies, but I understand why most of the world is really targeted at the flyover dummies, because for things to be successful, TV shows, movies, etc., it has to hit all of the flyover state people. Whereas
Is this back to your Boba Fett idea? Or?
That's why No, it's not Boba Fett. It's Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, that's right, Jar
my
Jar
idea.
Binks.
I do believe that I have now become one of them. It's too. They get it right. Their brain is slower because they got too much other stuff going on. And there, it's all farmland crap. But here, we need to dumb it down. Star Wars is right. Allie's right. Even just listing all those shows, I do want to start watching Mandalorian. I can't even get in the mindset to do it.
I know. It's so much to invest in. And then with all of that, if one of them hits, then you want to come out with a new ride or a new line of merch and all that stuff. And if you go to Disneyland, it's all great, but you're like, I don't even know what some of these shirts are anymore because there's just so much content.
Well, we'll send you to Star Wars Nights in a few moments. People are already calling for that, but this will be great. Disneyland After Dark Star Wars Night only on May 6th, and we will look for a caller 20 coming up in about 2 minutes here on KROQ.
A lot to take in. All right, let's talk about what's going on here on our planet now. Earth Day is coming up, and there was a study done asking people how well they think we are doing with taking care of the planet. Turns out we all experience something called eco-guilt. Specifically, we all experience approximately 48 days a year of eco-guilt, the feeling that we should be doing more to help the planet, and most of us think that we should be actively doing something to help the planet around 4 times a month. Whether that's stop wasting food, or hey, I need to recycle this instead of throwing it in the garbage, or when I leave the room, I should turn the TV off. And most people admit that when their lives get crazy, the first thing that goes out the window is being environmentally friendly. It's all the trash.
Cigarette butts and trash.
I'm stressed.
Right
just throw it.
I just, you know how you're supposed to put styrofoam only in the trash bin, but I didn't have any more room in the trash bin, so I just put it in the recycle bin.
That's better than I do. I put it right in the compost bin.
Here you go, worms. Figure this one out.
This will get them nice and high.
And then a sad day for LAX. It is no longer in the top 10 most busy airports. It used to be
Feels
one of
like
the
it.
top. Every single year it was at the top of the list. Then it was at the top 5 forever, top 10 forever. Now it has dropped below the top 10 because people just don't want to deal with LAX, and more people are booking specifically, Burbank, but Long Beach saw a huge uptick. Yeah, in people who are leaving out of Long Beach. They're willing to drive all the way to Long Beach for a better
just for Vanessa
airport.
And
and when you get to the city border, this is what you'll hear.
That's why I like the San Bernardino International Airport.
A little child on rollerblades will get you yelling that.
Where am I?
She's pointing at the airplanes. All right, let's do it. Disneyland, how would you like to go? Caller 20, looking for you now. You'll have a chance to win with us right now. Then again at noon, 3 with the great Kevin Ryder, and 6. That's right, Kevin Ryder back on KROQ. And
if he shows up.
If he shows up. He's already taken a day. That's what legends do. Legends get time off. We'll be here doing live shows. And if you want your Disneyland tickets, caller 20 now. 800-520-1067. That's next.
KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, yeah, what a time to be alive. If you're just joining us this morning, you picked the absolute right time to start listening. Disneyland tickets in moments. Going to pick up caller 20, give you the good news. This hour on the show, the return of the Dank Tank. Get all your ideas on the radio, and potentially we invest our real money in your ideas as we get ready for 420 Sunday. There's a very exciting weekend. You got playoff basketball. You got playoff hockey starting soon. You got Coachella weekend too.
Got diapers, and you can go number 2 in at Coachella.
If you have not been watching today's show on YouTube, it's a very visual show. You get to see the kids in studio. You get to see Allie trying on, modeling the brand new diapers. She's getting ready for her panty haul video she's going to do. These are the
your kids totally upstaged my diapers.
They really did. Allie was the highlight. And then we had the menu redo with the guys from Yeasty Boys. They're going to actually make one of our ideas. The Gagel, the double bottom or double top bagel will be coming to the menu soon. It's been one of those exciting shows today, and it's only going to get better starting right now this hour. And by the way, we found out that earlier this week Omar's being scammed. People are trying to hire him for DJ business, but it's
there's a fake DJ Omar Khan going around.
We met DJ Omar Khan, and this guy is so much more likable than real Omar Khan.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and excited for all the fun we have in store.
Yeah, that's right. That positive energy. Love that. We never get that from real Omar, only from fake
That guy
Omar.
sounds terrible.
He's the best.
Klein, you are hilarious. Your life is so put together, and you really seem to have it all figured out.
Thank you for noticing.
No,
fake
you're
Omar.
you're a mess. Your kids have your phone right now. You don't know what to do with yourself.
That's right.
And you are giving them the password through the window.
Well, regardless.
Hey, girls, buy some stuff.
Don't buy anything. Fake Omar appreciates me.
I look up to you, man. What an inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
Thank you,
I'll never
Omar.
say that. Working for you guys has been more rewarding than Kevin and Bean. In fact, I'm so dedicated, I've decided to take a pay cut.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
What?
so nice.
Always Omar puts the
Not
show
the case.
puts the show above his own personal needs. Always, every time.
I'll donate the rest of it to Johnny. Love you, bruh.
Yeah.
No
Oh my
cap.
God.
I found some new drops I want to play throughout today's show. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
we do.
Fake Omar's only doing nice stuff for Allie and I.
I love all people equally.
Oh, what a nice drop.
No. I would never do that. I would do this.
Excuse me, I'm racist.
I like Fake Omar better. Imogen Poots is her name.
Oh.
Wow.
No. I would play this.
Imogen Poots?
Yes.
That's wrong. I like this Fake
What's
Omar.
funnier? No.
DJ Fomar Khan is my favorite. Allie, you look great today.
Glad you like them. I think they're a great reflection of your strengths. After all, I'm just here to help you shine.
Oh, he's
God.
going to play all of my successful interview questions.
What a team player. What a short all of Allie's short questions.
You gotta get Bojangles.
No.
That stuff. And this potentially racist thing.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs, you are caller 20.
This is awesome, brother. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy Disneyland. You'll be going at Disneyland Nights. You got some Star Wars After Dark to look forward to, and congratulations. That is as good as yours just by listening to KROQ this morning.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys so much.
as an author. Mark Hoppus, book out Fahrenheit 182, available all over the place. Got something happening at the Wiltern next week where I'm sure he'll be reading excerpts from the book and surprises, etc., much more. We got the Dank Tank to get to in a few moments before we get into 420. We always like the pre-420 Dank Tank to get your ideas on the radio, out of your brains. You've come up with these ideas probably while high. You said, this is a good idea. I should share it with someone. Then you forget about it, or you tell a friend and they laugh at you and say, that's stupid. But that's why we have the Dank Tank, turning your ideas into high profit. Remember this idea, Allie?
So what if they had cereal mixed with other cereals?
Cereal mixed with other cereal.
Yeah, that's happened.
Well, this guy didn't know it happened, and he came up with what he believed was a great concept. Like Nerds, remember, with two different flavors on different sides of the same box, but with cereals. So this guy brought us that in the Dank Tank. And then there was this genius idea we heard.
Call it a drunk pillow. It's the drunk pillow.
I'm listening.
I think he's explained it.
So, yes, the drunk pillow.
The drunk pillow. We don't even know what it was, but the guy mentioned it many times. If you have a idea you'd like to share with us, we'd love to get you in the Dank Tank, and you can pitch your ideas, and we will actually invest real money if we hear an idea that we think we can get behind.
Yeah, and especially a great way to celebrate 420 by investing in a great new weed invention, or at least a weed-inspired one.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have, it has nothing to do with weed at all. Maybe it's just an idea you had, like the people that always call in and pitch the U-turn signal in your car, or the happy horn, so you can toot nice greetings to people instead of just F you. That's the happy horn. Every car should have one of those built in. Hey, Pantyhose Greg, you have a weed topic you'd like to bring up. But we got to get into the Dank Tank in a moment, but go ahead. What's up?
Oh, Klein and Allie, you know what? I have burnout on panhandling, and I got banned from this dispensary, and I'm just stopping the marijuana. It's so ridiculous.
What?
I had a cold and a cough that would not stop. I was scared.
You're saying, hold on.
Okay, well, let's catch up with what you just said.
You're quitting
burnt
weed.
out on panhandling because it's just getting too exhausting, right?
Yeah, man.
How many hours a day are you panhandling?
Oh, you can go from 2 to 6, Mo.
Do you have a certain intersection that you like to frequent?
Well, I was over there at Delmar and Rosemead near the 7-Elevens.
Do you have a good sign? Do you have one of those funny signs?
Yeah, what's your sign?
'Cause aren't you an aspiring comedian?
Oh, no signs. I just go up to people and say, hey, you got a couple dollars?
Dude,
Like
no one
that,
likes
I
that,
say.
dude.
How much are you raking in, by the way, for those 4 hours that you put in?
Yeah, how much money do you make in a 6-hour shift?
Like $10.
That's terrible.
Oh, my God, dude. What are you doing?
That's good money.
I always thought successful panhandlers can make like a couple $100 a day.
Yeah, you got to get a gimmick, dude, like the naked cowboy in Times Square. That guy's technically a panhandler. He's probably bringing hundreds of thousands of dollars. He's got a good gimmick.
Even a sign that says need money for pantyhose.
Yeah.
I would give money to that.
That would be great. Like, you got to come up with a better gimmick. That's the problem. There's too many people
Yeah,
begging.
but the problem is I need to breathe, bro. And I've been doing it like 8 years straight now, so it's time to kick it back a little. Take it back a couple weeks, a month, 2. I need to get into shape, too. You guys know I'm 80 pounds overweight.
Hold on. How overweight are you right now?
80 pounds.
Oh, my God.
You should call Lasara.
Those poor pantyhose. Really working overtime.
Yeah, I know.
All right, hold on. Listen, we don't have time. Greg. I got to cut you off. We got to take a break. Vanessa's
I also have
very
questions
mad.
about getting banned from a weed shop.
Oh,
I mean,
totally.
what do you have to do to get banned from a weed
I'm sure
shop?
he was stealing or something. Well, how'd you get banned from the weed shop quickly? Because we got to take a break.
Okay, this is as quick as I'm going to say it. Okay, I was banned from the weed shop because I was picking up little nuggets from the floor, and I was going out in the parking lot and asking people.
All right, well, there you go.
Wow.
All right, when we come back, and maybe
Just went in to pick up weed off the
he was
floor.
looking for shake on the floor. But he was also probably dropping it. He was probably, let me look at that, and dropping it on the floor. And
Oh
then be like,
my
"Oh,
God, it's so
If
funny.
you'd like to join us for the Dank Tank, that's your PSA. Don't smoke too much weed or you're like that guy. If you'd like to join us for the Dank Tank, get your ideas to us now. 800-520-1067. We'll give away a prize for our absolute favorite one, plus invest our own money, and we'll come back with that next.
KROQ.
Get out your bunny ears at 9, noon, 3, and 6.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
We're stuffing your Easter basket with tickets to Disneyland After Dark, Star Wars Night, happening May 6th. Not only will you find the tickets, you'll find all kinds of happy at the Disneyland Resort. You'll even find a travel to a galaxy far, far away kind of happy. Keep listening to win. And happy K-Rockster from KROQ. Not a real holiday, but we aren't coming in that day anyway.
K-Rock.
Let me search you to find how hard I'm going to work you. Come on.
Come on.
You got a little shabuzi back in there.
Yeah.
Michael, any idea who that was?
That's got to be a rendition of "Work It" by Missy Elliott.
There you go.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Were you even trying?
Is that a joke, Omar? Was I trying? Yeah, I was trying. I was doing it perfect.
Oh, my God.
Search it to find out how hard I gotta work.
All right, Michael, good job. Hold on.
That part definitely doesn't sound like a shana-na-na-na or whatever you did.
Allie, honestly, is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. That is almost the same thing. It's like a beat match almost.
Shama-now.
All right, so 3 have gotten theirs right. We'll give one more person a chance here.
You don't have to sound so upset that we're doing this.
Well, I don't like it. It's once again. This
Yesterday, Klein, by the way, was like, well, we shouldn't do that.
Guys.
We're doing all this commercial stuff and tone deaf. It doesn't even make sense.
I know,
I'm like,
it
what are you
doesn't even
doing?
make sense anymore. I'm like, since when did we care about making sense?
It made sense when we were giving away Deftones tickets a month ago because we did Tone Deaf for Deftones.
I
And
know,
now
but when it's funny, it doesn't have to make sense.
it's not funny.
Yes,
This
it
makes
is.
sense.
Shut up. Come on.
You have to be able to appreciate this in some way.
Alex, come on.
Alex, come on, you're up, girl.
Omar, you're not allowed to use this. Come on.
Oh, God.
And that is going to be my new favorite drop.
Alex,
come on. I just feel like picture Klein shaking
Alex,
his hips every
shut
time.
Alex, are you there?
I'm here.
All right.
I can't stop laughing.
All right,
but I'm here.
all right. Please make this one of the Vanessa ones for the love of Christ. This is
There's so many more of you. Play the clip. Come on.
This is another Tone Deaf. These will all be at Coachella. I bet you all these artists are canceling now. Here we go. I wanna roll with him, a hard pit like we be. A little gambling is fun, I'll see you with me. Russian roulette is not the same without a gun. And baby, when it's love, it's not enough, I want a fun. Oh, ooh, oh, 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 ooh, oh, 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 I let you hot, show him what I got.
Oh, I love it.
Come on. Alex, any idea what song and artist that is?
That is Lady Gaga.
There
for
you
sure.
go. What song?
Ooh, I don't know the song.
Oh, so
Klein, you
close.
want to sing the hook?
I can't sing the hook because that would be too
Come on,
obvious.
pup.
I wanna roll with him, a hot that we will be. A little gambling is coming over.
I love it. All right. Enough of this. Oh. Pop, 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 pop. All right.
Show him what I got.
She takes a long time to get to it. It's like blah, blah, lady. Lady, blah, blah. That's just all.
Come on, Klein.
Congratulations. That Coachella is going to be fun. All right, Allie. I wish we could. I'm going to play this next one anyway, but you have to pick from the people that have already gotten through. I mean, what the hell?
Okay.
Hold on. I'll give one more person a chance. I got one more with Vanessa here, I think. I hope this isn't another one of mine, for the love of Christ.
I don't think you. I think that's the end of your road.
Oh, thank God. Here, is this the Vanessa one? Hold on. Here it is. You know what? Let's just call it a day.
I got it.
Oh, you do? Great. All right. Let me get the next contestant on. Tony Palm. Here we go. Tony, here you go. Listen closely. Here it is, Tony.
All right, here we go.
I'm that bitch. Yeah, been that bitch. Still that bitch. I will forever be that bitch. Forever be that bitch. Yeah.
All right, you know who that is?
What a
Tony.
potty mouth.
Tony, that is someone that will be at
Oh my
Coachella.
God, I'm gonna say that's BN Timbaland. I'm that bitch.
No,
that is not right.
That's not correct.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Well,
Vanessa sings a lot of this one.
Hey, yeah. Acting stupid. What's happening? Bitch, wow.
great. All right. Well, 3 people were able to get through all of that nonsense and get the right answers. It was Michael in Anaheim. It was Kylie in Los Angeles and in Echo Park, Kaya. 3 of them, Allie. 1 of them will end with tickets. You have to do this randomly now as you drop your pen. Which name will get the tickets and go to Coachella?
Michael.
Michael, you've done it. Congratulations.
No way!
That is
Come on.
All right. Come on to Coachella. Hold on one second. 2 tickets, 3-day tickets will be yours. Hold on, all right?
Oh, my.
is almost here. Sunday, you get Easter, you get 420, you got the Easter Nug Hunt happening around Southern California, and we have time for your ideas. Keep in mind your ideas could become high profit. Currently in the back office now, you got my dog here today, kids here, Vanessa's running around. It's just chaos back there.
Just running around playing with the kids.
Johnny says the best day of work since he's been at KROQ. Well, how's the back office doing right now before we open up the Dank Tank?
It's mellow. It's mellow.
Bro, we're vibing back here, bro. We're watching SpongeBob, drinking hot
I know,
chocolate.
Vanessa's like, I never want to have children.
Having a grand time, man.
All right. Vanessa, is it nice for you to have some friends your own age to play with in there?
Shut up. up.
Okay.
You shut up, penis head.
Let's get it.
She's mad because they're taller than her.
Right, she's angry.
I am the tallest person. Well, Johnny is, but I am not the shortest.
How many donuts have you had so far?
Only one. Only one. No, I've only had
There's
one.
a lot of broken donuts in that box. Have you been...
And it's not me.
Okay.
Well, if you're really good at the end of the show, you can have another one.
You get one more donut. Let's get it. Let's get into the Dank Tank now. Here we go. Come on, let's do it. And here we go. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Here's the Dank Tank.
My idea is called the Blunt Etiquette Book. Lego or Connect set that you can put together, and you got your pipe or ball. It's called the Dankometer.
Bug repellent, if they could make it smokable.
Instead of having a tree in your mirror, we're going to have, like, weed leaves hanging, bruh. It's lighting for your mouth. We could put popcorn out of business and start serving mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese in movie theaters, not a bad idea. Now, some of these ideas that have been first brought to the public on the Dank Tank are actually real things that are happening. And now your chance to take our real money. Your ideas become high profit. It's the pre-420 Dank Tank. Go ahead. You're on KROQ. What's up?
So my idea is for a hoodie, like a sweater, and the top of your sweater has a hole for the woman's ponytail or male.
So you would have the hood on, and then your ponytail would just be shooting out the backside?
Yeah, because, you know, when we have our hoodies on, it looks like we have a big old ball on our head. And, yeah.
Great place to start. We will pick one of these ideas and potentially invest in it, or at least give you something. But right now we're starting with a ponytail for people, a hoodie for people with
Is that
ponytails.
a problem, Allie?
Well, you know, if you do have like a bun, especially a top knot or something, having a hood on is impossible because it does make you look weird and it's not comfortable. If it really was made and was like a Coachella vibe, possibly, but people have like those hats that have little ponytail holes in the back of them and they are just straight up dorky.
Let's
But
say
I
hi
rock it.
to Jeremy. You're on KROQ's Dank Tank. Hello.
Sweet Divots.
Sweet Divots.
My idea is a cereal straw and a Brita filter for your bong.
Are these
Man,
separate?
which one do I hear first?
Are these separate ideas or are these related?
Separate.
Separate. Okay, let's start with the cereal straw.
So yeah, it comes in the box and it's made out of cereal, and then when you're done eating your cereal, you use the straw to drink the milk instead of having to slurp it.
Whoa, okay, so
And then you
inside
eat
the cereal
straw.
box.
Correct, then you eat the straw?
Then you eat the straw.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this, yes.
So do you just keep the straw off to the side waiting for you to be done, or do you soak it in the cereal while
No,
you're
because
eating
you
it?
can't soak
soggy.
it.
It'll get soggy.
Yeah, you
It'll
want to
be
use it as a
soggy.
straw, Allie. What a stupid question. I mean, what a
Sorry, I didn't know I was talking to one of the investors.
absolute dumb question. Clearly, you use the straw to drink up all the milk at the end, and then you eat the straw.
Correct.
Great idea.
It's sort of like another prize at the bottom of the cereal box.
Finally, a prize that actually means something. An adult sort of prize.
Just
The
like
question
not
is,
another temporary tattoo.
But you need like 10 straws per package, right?
you need a lot. And the question is, how good would the straw be if it's made out of crunchberry material or,
It doesn't matter at that point.
I
If
guess
it's
you're
made
right.
of Crunchberry straw, that's delicious.
Although I have a feeling most potheads would probably eat the straws first, and then they'd still be in the same predicament they're in, where they got to drink
Like,
the
I don't
milk.
feel like pouring it in a bowl. Just eat all these straws.
All right, Jeremy. We don't usually let people have two ideas, but I like the cut of your jib. So, what do you got for the bong Brita thing?
So you, a little Brita filter that goes at the bottom of the bong, so you don't have to switch the water out as much. So it filters the water. So yeah, the water can stay in there
Guy's
longer.
a high functioning pothead. This guy's got good ideas. All right, hold on. Maybe we pick one of yours and invest in it. Say hi to Evelyn. Go ahead. You're on KROQ. It is the Dank Tank. There are no such thing as dumb ideas, even in the Dank Tank. What's up?
Hi, good morning. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So my idea is a bib that is also a cup holder or like a shelf that you secure around your neck. And it can hold your bowl of soup or yogurt so you could eat while driving. So, like, picture your bowl at your chest level, and your spoon is in your right hand, and then your left hand is free for, like, the steering wheel.
Texting.
Okay.
So you have an entire shelf attached to your neck?
Well,
You don't think that's a little
shelf?
Not a shelf, guys. It's a bowl holder for your soup.
Yes.
Right. Do you think
That's
soup?
a lot of distractions there while you're driving, though, don't you think?
No, according to her, this would make it easier, right?
Because you have one hand on the wheel.
Yes.
Can I ask
It's
you a
not
question?
hands-free driving.
Can I ask you a question? When did you have this idea? Were you driving while eating soup?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah. So I was like trying to
Soup
eat
is
it and
possibly
hold
the
it, but I
worst
couldn't
food
drink.
to eat while driving.
Oh, I've done it so many times.
Not
You have?
Oh, yeah.
It is the worst. And you were in a dangerous situation while driving and eating soup?
No.
Oh.
Dumbass.
I thought if I had my own shelf neck table, then I would be able to I wouldn't have to use two hands. I'd only have to use one to eat this.
Yeah, I like the idea of the hands-free concept. And you know what? I have seen sometimes when you see babies and they wear this bib that's got a little thing at the bottom
scooper.
that catches all the stuff. I have been jealous of that before as an adult.
That's
and thought,
sad. That
yeah, I
you've been
know it
jealous
is.
of that disgusting trough.
Yeah,
of dropped half-chewed food.
But because they're using it for half-chewed food, I would be using it for unchewed food. See what I'm saying? So the concept of wearing a bib and having like my own feed bag around.
So would you?
Around my neck.
Wait, you would put like a second meal in there? What do you mean?
Yes,
unchewed food.
Like I would have.
You're basically describing her idea.
Right,
it would go around your neck.
That's why I'm saying she's not completely crazy.
It would be a little bowl that would already have the soup in it, and then she could just scoop it from the bib.
Yeah, hers soup is weird. I'm just saying use one of those bibs that you see the babies wear, but I would put like chips and salsa in mine up front, and then I could literally have both hands on wheel, pull one off, dip a chip, eat it, and put it back on the wheel.
So it would have different compartments?
Yes. Evelyn, let's talk off there. Maybe we got time. Let me say hi to Matt on KROQ. It is the Dank Tank. It's the pre-420 edition. You maybe had a idea. The rest of the world will laugh at you, but not us here. There is no laughter as a part of this show, as much as we've tried. Go ahead. You're on. What's up?
Hey, guys. What's up? Fortune cookie rolling papers. New message on every paper.
Cool. I love that.
But if you smoke your fortune, does that mean it's
gonna come true?
Less
Obviously,
likely? Oh,
gonna come true. Yeah.
Oh, fortune cookie. I love that idea, Matt. Hold on, write that down. Is that not a thing yet? Look that up. Fortune cookie rolling paper. Little message printed on each of the.
I love the scribble that you just made. That's completely illegible.
Well, remember, Allie.
Let's write that down.
Remember, we talked to that nun. We had the nun on last week, and we asked her, is it a problem for people that use the first few pages of the Bible in a hotel room?
Yeah, and she said it was fine.
As rolling paper, and she said as long as it's for medicinal, it's okay. And even though most people would think it's very sacrilegious to rip a page out of the Bible and smoke it. Now, if these were fortune cookie, every rolling paper's got a little message. And those fortune cookie messages are so BS anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they could easily do ones that are better, more involved, more specific. Or if you want to go biblical with it, there could be little Bible phrases.
Yeah, I just think, unfortunately, you got a lot of people, myself included, that used to love rolling, and now are just everything's pre-rolled. It's so much easier.
I know.
It's a lost art form. But I like the idea. Let's say hi to Sabrina on KROQ. It is the Dank Tank. It's almost 4:20. What do you got for us?
I had originally a nut stand idea called These Nuts, but I think that exists already. So I came up with a new one.
Okay, great.
I want movie hijack snack pack. So basically, you don't have to go buy your popcorn. I know it's not allowed, but I hate waiting in those lines. So your backpack makes your popcorn, carbonates your soda. You don't have to deal with your kids screaming in the line, and you just kind of have it all ready to go.
You say your backpack makes your popcorn?
Yeah, it's a popcorn maker. So you basically, if you just go sit in your seat, your backpack will make your popcorn.
Backpack? I mean,
how many seats do you have to get for the backpack?
Even at Disneyland, those popcorn makers are huge.
Yeah, that seems massive.
And did you also say it dispenses drinks as well?
Carbonates?
Yeah, it carbonates your soda.
So it's a soda stream and a popcorn maker in a backpack?
It's a 600-pound backpack, guys, but totally worth it to save more.
Johnny's going to try and sneak it into a theater.
All right, that's interesting. I'm going to pass on that
That's
idea.
interesting.
But I guess in theory, you definitely were high when you thought of that. Arnell, we give you the final word in the Dank Tank. We have to move on with the show. What do you got?
No problem. Enjoy, you guys.
What? All right, great.
All right.
No. I want to hear what Arnell has to say.
Guys. You didn't give us an idea.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, no.
All right, well, that was the final word.
It's going to be a great 420.
I think Arnell's idea was the best one.
I agree.
Because he kept it to himself. And sometimes that's the important thing. We will wrap up the show with takeaways, your weekend song anthem, and more next on KROQ. stupid me. I almost forgot that Jake's got to hop on the scale, see if he's continuing to lose weight. Jake was at his all-time worst or highest weight of north of 200 pounds, and then Lasara heard us talking about it and said we'd love to help Jake out, and he is now, for about 3 weeks, been on a plan, a weight loss journey, as he calls it, and apparently it's been going great for him. I know he looks physically very different, but he's going to hop on the scale in here in a moment, so place your bets. Last week, he was down to 187. He
That's
dropped
incredible.
and that was all after doing it for 2 weeks, so we'll see what he weighs now.
I hope he's not losing the jugs, man.
No, his jugs look great. Never look better.
Good.
Never look better.
You really accentuate the jugs more.
My kids actually went over and tried to feed off him earlier. They were forced to have it. And they were very excited. All right, let's get to takeaways from today's show. And then, Jake, if you have to take off any clothes, Jake, you coming in here with, you want to put on one of the Klein Alley Show diapers for your weigh-in or no?
No, I'm good.
You sure about that?
Yeah, positive.
Allie's going to be at Coachella this weekend. Johnny will be there as well. Weekend 2 with the brand new Klein Alley Show Rock Pants. Do not miss your favorite shows, your favorite bands, because you are in line for the bathroom. We got our very own branded diapers. Once again, thank you to Maria, listener to the show. Her husband came in today, owner of Impact Promo Source. They really hooked us up with also, including this cool hat I'm wearing. They give us a lot of great show merch, which, as you know, this company is way too cheap to pay for. So thank you for doing that. And thank you for Yeasty Boys joining us, letting us do a menu redo with you. You can look soon for the Gagel, 2 power tops or 2 power bottoms. The choice is yours, with extra holes and extra cream cheese. That was Allie's idea. The Gagel is going to be a menu redo. And thank you to, I forget, there was someone else I was going to thank. But forget
Your
it.
kids?
No, that's not it.
Your kids?
Thank you, though, Vanessa. I appreciate that. All right, Jake, why don't you hop on the scale, and then we'll do some takeaways. Jake, here he goes. He's making his way over.
Wow, he does look thinner.
He does, right? And it's not just a joke. I mean, it'd be funny if
If
he
it
was,
didn't work.
It'd be funny if he went the opposite way.
It would be funny if he, I mean,
Hold on.
okay.
He's got his hands in the air, like victoriously. His hands are raised up in the sky.
Oh, my God.
He's still wearing socks, jeans.
Look at all that loose skin as he raises his hands up in the sky.
Jake's current scale went from 1.8. Did I say? Oh, wow. Did I say 184?
184.6.
Whoa! Down another almost 4.
That's awesome.
Jake keeps the pounds keep falling off of Jake.
Remember when you couldn't lose a pound a week?
Yeah, well, I was doing it all natural. I didn't have the help of Lasara.
What a sucker.
So, yeah, what a sucker I am, trying to do it the old-fashioned way.
You've
with
lost
starvation.
15 pounds in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it started at like 196.
But also, we gave him the Last Supper here. We put on probably 5 pounds that show alone.
Yeah, I mean, you said by the doctor's scale you were at 200.
200.4, yeah.
Yeah, so you weren't 196.
I was 196 on that scale.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that is, you can't ask him too many follow-ups.
Look, when you have a weight loss in general, just go with your highest number. Because then it's more exciting.
Yeah, Jake's original weight was this.
Was 300 pounds.
There you go.
Right. Thank you, Jake. Well, look at you. You look great.
You do look great.
Thank you. Thanks for continuing to do that.
Like
All
a
right.
pretty lady.
Get out of here and don't eat something.
Yeah, go. There he goes. Yeah, he didn't have any of the donuts tickets, Vanessa Animal, but they're there if you want them.
All right. I mean, you mean penis head.
That's right. Excuse me.
That is the
penis head.
number one takeaway on the text
Oh,
line.
really?
That Vanessa's a penis head.
Yeah, well, if you don't know what that's
How you
about,
feel about that, Vanessa?
listen to the complete show. Vanessa, you got yourself a new nickname today. Congratulations.
0 donuts, no new nickname.
Okay.
I don't know. I couldn't really hear it. It's a lot going on over
All
here.
right, penis head, relax.
Takeaways from
Sorry,
today's
I
show.
couldn't hear you with this penis as a head.
Stop it!
All right, takeaways from today's show. If you don't know what we're talking about, check out the podcast. Goes with the show.
Go glaze some donuts.
Yeah.
Everything else will make perfect sense. What is your takeaway, Allie?
My takeaway?
Yeah.
My takeaway is that you can wear ruffles if you're ambidextrous.
Oh, that's right. We learned that from Postmaster Johnny today. What a dummy that guy is. Jake, you got a takeaway from today's show?
Yeah, you never go full dipe.
Never go full dive. Omar, you Omar, you got a takeaway?
Oh, yeah, my takeaway
no,
is
actually,
that...
you know what, Omar? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We have fake Omar Khan on the phone right now with a takeaway. Go ahead, Fomar Khan.
Hey, it's DJ Fomar Khan. Just wanted to say great show today. So many great moments that kept me laughing.
Wow.
Your creativity and relatability is truly unmatched.
This guy's the best.
If I had one thing to take away from today's show, it would be that Klein is a better father than I could ever be.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, you heard those children? They're out of control.
DJ
Penis
Fomar,
head and all this.
DJ
They're
Fomar
looking at
Khan.
each other's V words in the other room.
That's love.
I love DJ Fomar Khan. He gets me. Omar, do you have a takeaway? Real Omar?
Yeah, my takeaway is that I'm going to be saying this on Easter.
Come on, Jesus. Nice.
Let's give you the weekend song, officially get out of here. Next week, what do we have for you? We'll get you into Dodger Stadium for some MyCam. We'll also get
Nice.
you into Pizza City Fest if you want to Just eat a ton of pizza next weekend, LA Live, Saturday, Sunday. That's going to be a great time, so we'll get you into that next week as well. If you need us in the meantime, we got the Go line open for you, 844-956-GOAT. I'm going to be at the Lakers game tomorrow night. If you're going to be out there, send some DMs to Klein Alley Show so we can meet up for a drink. Allie's going to be at Coachella all weekend. We're going to be all over.
AC/DC.
Jake's at AC/DC at, where's that, the Rose Bowl?
Rose Bowl tonight.
Yeah,
Apparently also WrestleMania's this weekend.
Oh, man.
A lot going on.
So much good stuff happening. All right, we'll see you next week, I guess. Here's your weekend song. Bye.
You know this song, sing along.
Let's do it.
You got dongs.
Just look at the size of that burrito.
Acid farts. It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear-end? Are you ready for the weekend? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
Change my pitch up. Smash my bitch up.
You're a pink pony girl.
Hit the beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear-end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear-end?
Hey, can't play drop.
Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear-end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear-end? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear-end? No.
Hello. Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.